Ladies and gentlemen on the YouTube VOD, welcome. We've got several characters we're making here. Speaking of which, we only have one last character to make at this point, I think. Let me double check this. We got Casual, Evo. Yep. So last one is Agent. Agent will be Chiss. However, I am ambivalent on the gender. Both agent voices are quite good. So give me a moment to set the species correctly and then back up. So this is what they're going to sound like.
This should be interesting.
I'm very good at my work.
I'm very good at my work.
My activities are authorized by Imperial Intelligence.
I am a loyal servant of the Empire.
My activities are authorized by Imperial Intelligence.
So, they're both good. I'm ambivalent. That's why we're going to put up a poll. So, agent, gender, male, female, Voot. While we're doing that, we want to be a non-melee. There we go, sniper. That's what we want to be. I think. They're both good actors. Casual. A mohawk. Well, how about the Princess Leia buns instead, Malachor? How's that? Of course, now I'm kind of stalled because I can't do anything else while I wait. I mean, I generally don't enjoy agent gameplay, so we'll see what we think of it upon review. No, Ramble. No, what are you talking about? There's no music playing. There's Mega Man. All we do on this stage is we play Mega Man music. Okay, I should at least play good Mega Man music. Hang on. Characterization stuff is always under characters, yes. Of course, Malachor. This is character creation music right here. Actually, you know what? No, what true character creation music is? Give me a second. True character creation music for the Sith Empire. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit so it starts playing. What shall we make? Oh, wow. That's actually pretty tied. But, looks like female wins. It's a shame because male's better, but we'll do it. Yes, we shall join the Imperial Intelligence Agency. We'll be Dinky, of course. I actually like that hair. We're going to stick with that hair. And that face. Not the scars, though. Nor the complexion. Let's get rid of both of those. There we go. What do you think? Black or blue? There is not, Jay Palmer. Black, blue, blue, black, black, blue, black, black, black. Black it is. Pretty sure that's... There we go. That's the blue I want. No, I'm just happy with that. That's the agent right there. Mr. Red. Which is probably taken. Yep, Mr. Red, your name is taken. Mrs. Red? Who the hell are you married to? Gulfaberry 2. No! Mr. Red is also taken. Okay, let me think about this. I mean, we can... I wonder if Zan's taken. If it is, it's probably by, you know, me. Zanasmus... Oh, of course Zanasmus taken. By her. I wonder if Zan's taken. Just Zan. Wow, okay, I don't know who the hell would take Zan. That's weird. Okay, Sister of Takuvma. No, I refuse. Agent is far too serious of a storyline to screw over like that. Like, I'm not gonna ruin Agent with a meme name. This is character creation music, Retro Justice. I feel like I already said that. Mr. Renew Roto. Oh, the name of this song is New Sphere. It is from Warhammer Mechanicus. Thinking about it. Braun is taken. Very taken. Okay, and we have clothes on. Confirmed. We have clothes. We don't have other things. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I can make the thumbnail during the lunch break and start uploading the VODs. Thank you for being patient with me. Let's go ahead and switch over to the actual character we'll be playing today. And for the next several years. Q snapped. Hang on, gotta get our daily login rewards. I don't know who this person is. Decline. Okay, but actually, before we do this, let's go ahead and grab who here is ready for their ears to be injured by voice acting. I guess you could also say, you know, oh, that's you, Court. God damn it. I don't know. I have a hard enough time keeping people's names straight when they're not completely different. Anyways, this is your mute warning. I'm just gonna start this.
Nayanam Ramkam, Kala Amka Mani, Livik Bak.
That's an Ugnaught.
That was a fairly unsubtle attempt to get my attention.
I warned you. Twice, actually. Anyways, I should probably be reading this out loud, so... I represent the Republic, and I've heard you're a friend or interest. I thought you might help me out. This is Senator Gunray Dodd. The great lout is more than ugly. He's corrupt right up to those tiny ears. He's been paying Black Sun to harass his political opponents, and has blocked all attempts to curb their violence. But I can make no formal accusation without proof.
I don't want some corrupt senator ordering me into battle.
We have always been peaceable. Under our lead, you would see no battles. Dodd is paying the Black Sun with Cavern bills, an ancient currency from his homeworld that is never found elsewhere. If you find Black Sun thugs in possession of these bills, that's all I need. And no one would mourn if your search cleared our streets of gangsters. Bring me any Cavern bills you find. I will see you rewarded with far more than they're worth in credits. Where were we, friend? Discussing the deplorable state of Coruscant, no? That out of the way. I know, right, Retro Justice? Like, you realize what we are, right? No? No? Okay. Anyways, boop. Let's get some city music going on here. Jumping down.
Here.
Don't worry. That Ugnaught will be back.
Ah, Lieutenant. I trust no more needs to be said about your work against the Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun, a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
We can't let that nerve gas reach Tavis.
A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Wait. So should I commit war crimes? Wait, what am I saying? Of course I should commit war crimes. This is general war crimes. There's a reason we call her that. It's not really, like, a joke. She is just general war crimes. Destroy Coruscant if you must! Well, okay. I guess. I'm just double checking something, but I'm pretty sure this is a nothing. Yeah, this is nothing. Okay, cool. Just making sure, Alright. Now let me double check something else. Yep, okay, cool. So let's speed this up a little, shall we? Now to leave everyone behind. Bye! General War Crimes. I mean, I feel like that's an actual character name in like a Fire Emblem. I'll let you decide, Mr. Red. No guilds control this sector either. Let's get this out of the way, by the way. Coruscant is beautiful, visually. Like, I'll join that holocall in a second. It's just, I want you to take a look around. This is one of the few planets they really put a lot of time and work and effort into, which is funny, because they then effectively copy-pasted it later, but we'll talk about that when we get there, because that's its own thing. Anyways, it's good. I like it. It's cool. Moving on. Oh, we'll be seeing...
Senator, please comprehend. Repairing Coruscant's infrastructure is green obtuse. To form the red parallel, we require a black bisector.
Oh, this is pointless. I can't understand a word you're saying.
That's because you're stupid.
I use mistaken words and request patience. This will be clearer. The lower levels are alarming and filled with casualties. Active collaborators can solve problems.
Excuse me, can any of you tell me what this ambassador droid is trying to say?
Aren't ambassadors usually organic?
This is an unusual situation. I'm Senator Oranda. This is Patake from the Gree Enclave.
Yes, that Gree.
The Gree are remote people, isolationist. They help build Coruscant's original infrastructure. We asked for assistance with repairs. They sent the droids.
What sort of infrastructure needs repairing?
Power, water, and waste reprocessing. Things the world needs to survive. The war left a lot of Coruscant in bad shape.
The Enclave bargains resources and offers reversal of Coruscant's yellow concave. We commit to White Vertex to achieve this.
Gree droids seem to speak in Gree patterns, so this gibberish is what I've got to rebuild Coruscant with.
I speak attentively in hopes of comprehension. The bargain encounters great challenges. My delegates suffer assault affecting the maintenance, fire, damage, and fear. Do you follow?
Yes, because I have a frickin' brain. Unlike
There's something
Twitface.
threatening stopping you from doing your job?
That is an approximate understanding, yes. Your comprehension is high.
Coruscant needs these repairs to continue functioning. Patake, you have to convince your delegates to brave these dangers.
Impossible. My delegates require aid from one accustomed to fire, damage, and chaos. A black bisector, you see?
Yeah. Let's do it. We can bisect.
Fire, damage, and chaos are just about my favorite things.
Then potential exists for you to progress us to the Red Parallel, where all will prosper. I will compensate the Black Bisector with useful and valued items only available from the Enclave. My delegates will describe their black spheres for you. These are bold, courageous mission callings. Speak to them and learn.
Before you ask, yes, the Gree have a planet, because Coruscant's actually their planet. We just happen to live here. Oh, and before you ask, yes, you can fall off.
Never going back. Never going back to Blue Nonagon. Now I am Yellow Concave. Injuries mark my chassis forever, and why? Ungrateful humans.
Ironically, no, Warp Corp.
How were you damaged?
Fire, smoke, blades. The occupants of level below committed numerous assaults. My safe return was improbable, never going back. Coruscant's life waters are sluggish, stagnant. Patake commanded me. Go to the level below, repair the broken hydro supply, make clean life waters flow. I crafted a solution to achieve Patake's command. All was orange sphere until I arrived at the level below, then green perpendicular.
Tell me exactly what happened to you.
Your language is insufficient to describe my suffering. Misery, wrongness, unprecedented perpendicularity. All too much. Patake failed to impart the lethal conflict enemies waiting on the level below. Many weapons and offenders despising my arrival. I fled Black Sun with my crafted solution intact, but the repair progresses unresolved. Coruscant's life waters remain sluggish, stagnant, without repairs. The hydro supply must have my crafted solution.
Can I take your crafted solution to the hydro supply?
You offer yourself as a black bisector. That is a gratifying, unpredicted announcement. I pledge to provide items of Gree ingenuity in return. Take and apply my crafted solution to the hydro supply, but do not apply before deactivating nearby flow valves, or pressure explosion death will result. Be alerted, Black Sun green perpendicular will provide onslaught. May you experience blue tangent and return intact.
Where the hell am I? Oh god, I'm actually... Okay, I see where I am. Jesus. So anyways, I just double-checked to verify. So as you might be aware, in the AU, there's really no world building because the AU has an absence of world building, something I usually refer to as world destruction. But in the EU, the humans still didn't have a homeworld, or at least not one we know about. It's entirely possible the humans originated from somewhere. Most people agree they came from the core worlds, but other than that, eh.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
So no, the humans did not originate on Coruscant. They just originated somewhere. Probably in the core worlds. That being said, some of the KOTOR stuff indicates that humans actually came from Tatooine. But let's not get into that. That's a whole other thing. The Tuscans were human, yes. Back to mono. That's true. Alright, where am I? What am I doing? Pay attention, Lord. Pay attention. Alright, we got quests everywhere. We got quests coming out of our ears here. We've got Giga putting in her Death Star laser. Sure. There's world building, and then there's world destruction, Evo. Does that explain it? Did Lobak send you? Yes, not. Detective Deuce Everton. Senate Security hired me to get hard evidence on who's putting the strings of the Black Sun. Someone they can put behind bars. I was hoping one of my informants sent you.
What evidence are you looking for? I might know something.
Well, they'll take anything I can give them. Names, known hideouts, family members. I've been working as a snitch for a while. Finally got him ready to give hollow evidence against the heavy hitters in the Black Sun. But he'll only meet on his turf. It's a cantina, worst of the worst. Blaster fights every night, and I'm known down there, so I wouldn't make it back.
I'd like to see one of these thugs take on Havoc Squad.
That would be a sight. Almost makes me want to come along. Almost. Lobak should be waiting at these coordinates. I'll call ahead. Tell him to expect an unusual group. You just need to make it out with the recordings before Black Sun tries to take it off your fresh, bleeding corpse. I don't know about you, but I don't think my corpse bleeds. These are heroic missions, I think. I'm just double checking, though. What? Whatever. It's a heroic mission. Death to heroic missions. And to the living. Let's get out of here. Where am I going? That was a legendary player. I mean, technically it's still part of the squad, Chocolate Fire Guard. Debatably. Oh, why don't I have legendary player status? I mean, I will by the end of this run. I guess it just doesn't grandfather that in if you've already did it back in the day. Melee. Gotta think like a melee. Gotta think like a melee. Oh yeah, this zone used to be slammed. You used to have to really fight for mobs, which really sucked. Thankfully, that's not an issue anymore, so that's cool. No sarcasm there. That really did suck. Alright, Giga Pudding. Let's see what this person wants.
What do you know? It's good to see another brave soul, soldier. Come on over. I'm Captain Theraguin.
Hi, Richard Epcar.
Last officer on the job here since the patrol stopped. Welcome to Black Sun territory.
Are you saying there's no security down here?
Are you kidding me? My commander gave up on the sector a long time ago. I shouldn't even be here. The locals only venture out of their apartments when they have to scrounge for supplies. Now with no security forces, what future do they have? And Black Sun has a new game. Call it Boom.
I sense that there's more, and not all of it is pleasant.
Black Sun steals Republic supply crates, takes the supplies out, then rigs the crates with explosives. Then they set the trapped crates in the street, make bets on how long before some fool tries to open them.
Why would anyone do a thing like that?
I don't know. You want to be charitable, assume Black Sun doesn't think straight. Didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. This mousy little woman, blown to pieces. I tried to defuse the crates myself. The mechanics are simple, but Black Sun's everywhere. Nearly killed me last time.
I can handle Black Sun. I want to make things right.
Thank you. That's just what I needed to hear. Now, Black Sun's explosives are pretty simple. I can show you what to do. Anything you can do, I'll be more than grateful. But be damn careful.
Thank you. The first one would be definitely Moment. The second one's technically Moment. The only other category there would just be Writing. Plot. Yeah, Coruscant's kind of a mess. I would not want to live here unless I had, like, infinite power. Yes, that's right. Infinite power. Whoa. Yeah, Coruscant's like Kashyyyk. The lower you go, the worse it is. The only planet I would be willing to settle on is probably Naboo. Hard to beat a paradise world. Exactly, Evo. And I could even be busy the whole time as I go running around fixing everything. Like, hey, we've decided to be evil, and I just show up with a newspaper. And that's it, just a newspaper. Because they can't do anything to me. What are you doing? Wait, but why are you doing that? What? See, I'd have to make wine out of roses, though. And I'm not sure if they'd like that. Also, I'd make video games. I don't remember Chandril off the top of my head. Yeah. Honestly, the fact that Coruscant works is one of those little things we just kind of accept. No, seriously, it's like that's strange. It's kind of like warp drive, right? We just sort of accept that it works, and we just kind of be like, yep, it works. Alright, what am I doing wrong? Because I remember having this problem before, and I don't remember. Oh, there it goes. Right! Did you know Quest interactables have to respawn? Because the way this game is coded is once you interact with an interactable, it actually despawns for a second. You can still see it there, but you can't interact with it. So if someone else just went through, like just happened, then you have to wait for an object to respawn to interact with it, which I suppose doesn't sound as terrible as it is, but it's terrible. We're just gonna call that terrible and move on. I will say this, I think the EU has done a decent job of making Coruscant more believable than not. I mean, between the Gree and the massive amounts of infrastructure and the hilariously huge amount of shipping that comes in constantly to keep the planet going, and the fact that everything underneath the surface really is a messed up, horrible deathscape, I believe pretty much all of that. I look at that like, yeah, no, that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, I remember when the respawn times were, I want to say about 5 minutes, which probably doesn't sound like a long time. Now, don't worry. I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes to prove a point. I want you to really picture going down here into this area. There's like 20 players swarming around. And one of these things doesn't respawn for minutes. Yeah, Terrace is like a baby's first Coruscant. I don't mean that as a negative thing. I mean, Terrace is quite literally a bit of a surface level thing compared to the nightmare that is Coruscant. I mean, an Ecumenopolis isn't really supposed to be pretty, but whatever. Thank you, Slime Time, very much. If you want to put that towards something, let me know. But thank you. What's that? Okay. We don't talk about Nar Shaddaa. Nobody talks about Nar Shaddaa. Oh god, I remember that.
Hey, what are you doing? Get away from that! Back off! This is our hydro supply, and we like it broken. Now get lost!
I'm sorry, what?
What are you kids doing here?
We live here. Who do you think you are, stomping in here like this? We need this water. We don't have any money, and there's nowhere else in the district to get water for free. We'll die if it gets shut off.
What happened to your parents?
They died in the war, all right? We're on our own now. Just leave us alone. This is the only place we've got, and the only way for us to get by.
If I gave you some credits, would you be able to find a new place to go?
Yeah, that'd be a start. It'll take a lot, though. Are you gonna give us enough?
Yes.
This should take care of you and your friends.
Whoa! I've never even seen that many credits before. We can trade for a long time with these. Thanks!
You're welcome. Surprise. It's always a hand wave, which honestly I think is a shame. I've said it before and I've said it again. You actually spend money in single-player games, you know, for stuff like this. Why not do it in a friggin' MMO? And don't give me that in-game economy thing. That's separate and disconnected from this kind of crap. Also, gold sinks while we're on the subject. And then the kids get killed by this random Twi'lek girl who's got a pink... I don't know what's going on. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Well, it sucks to be them, Pillars of Snow. You know, I feel like I've said this a few thousand times recently. But when it comes to game design, especially MMO game design, you need to find a balancing point between not listening to your players and listening to your players. And every now and again, you need to not listen to your players. One of the things that people like to make fun of in WoW is, you think you want it, but you don't. You remember that quote? The problem is, that was actually a very legitimate and accurate quote. It was. It has been twisted and misused and abused, but the original intent of it was very true. Players do not know what they want when it comes to an MMO. By and large, percentage-wise.
Hey there, you must be the new Havoc CO. I'm Jaxo. It's good to meet you. It's good to meet you too, Sergeant.
Hope you're ready for some fun, Lieutenant. You've got your work cut out for you. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorce. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer, with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Do we have any way to safely deal with this stuff?
Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorce, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorce completely inert on contact, Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, but you'll have to shoot your way past Black Sun's toughest enforcers to do it. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
Consider it done.
One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
I'll be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I wanted to be sure you got all the facts. Once you've taken care of the Travor's canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Listen, she's just our point of contact, okay, Adventures? It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Come on. There we go. Don't worry, there's only one character we'll be flirting on. At literally every opportunity. It'll be a non-stop thing. Hey, it's a silence on security, and it's dead. Something I've never done before, by the way, since it's me. I like how the guy's like, oh, you shouldn't come in here, and it's like, no, I'm just gonna walk right in, thanks. Oh, it's gonna be awful, Eva.
I'm here to pick up the recordings you have for Deuce Everton.
You want to spray paint that on the walls or anything? Little discretion here. Tell Dooch it's just what he asked for. Enough for the Republic to make arrests. Black Sun, the real stuff. Hope they can make it stick. This is Coruscant. You shouldn't have to be afraid for your life just because you get off the wrong elevator.
Agreed. Now, excuse me. I'm gonna go kill someone who got off on the wrong elevator. Don't think I've ever even seen that, Malachor. Well, it depends. Do you consider terrible hilarious to be terrible, Evo? Or just straight up terrible? Because, you know, there's some malleability here is what I'm trying to say. Trust me, the only reason we're doing the flirting is because it's silly ridiculous. Now, I'm not sure how good or bad it'll actually be. We'll have to decide as we go. Yeah.
Hey, soldier. Hold up a minute, would you? I'm Phalaris. I think you and I should have a private chat.
Flirt! I just realized something.
What can I do for you? There's a rumor going around that Black Sun's about to clean house. Snitches, rival gang leaders, they're all gonna be dead meat. There's a list of these unfortunate individuals sitting on their computers. I need those names.
Who are you?
Sounds like this should be relatively simple.
Well, it's not as straightforward as you might think. I can slice into Black Sun's computers and get the hit list, but they'll be able to trace me. So while I'm slicing in, I need someone to break into the Black Sun hideout and shut down their tracing equipment. Think you can do that?
Sure.
I can assure you, I will not fail. Time to make this happen. All right, go. Go!
Wait, what? Oh god. I'll kill everything. Just point me in the direction. So this exact room right here is one I remember with dread. Because there's a bunch of vets in here. Or SIGs, or whatever they're called. Silvers. At least there were. And there's interactables which have a respawn, had a respawn problem. And good God, I spent so much time in this freaking room trying to do this freaking quest. Ugh, I got so sick of it. Hi, TSB. Happy Tuesday. What did I just get? Oh, it's my taunt. Eh. Alright, Malachor, I need to kill you for being a liar. Would you like to be lightsabered to death? Shot to death? Or we could actually eject you out into space if it'll save us a few seconds on a particular dungeon run. I mean, honestly, ditto, Mike Romano. I don't know if I've ever talked about my history with this game. Ooh, lightsaber then shot. Ritzy. I like it. So obviously, I was very excited about Tor. Now, I don't mean to sound negative, but can anyone here tell me why I was so excited about Tor? There's several reasons, obviously, but there's one really big one. I was in the beta. That was in the alpha. This is back when I was in, like, every beta, so... I baited a lot of MMOs back in the day. Because I enjoyed Galaxies. Okay, that's close. It's very close. Let's see, we got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, so since nobody's guessed it, it's because I absolutely hated Star Wars Galaxies. Like I said, I don't want to start negative, so no offense to anybody who likes Galaxies, but God, I couldn't stand that game. Now, I'm not going to go into details on the whys and the wherefores. That's not relevant. The relevant part is that I really wanted a Star Wars MMO. And, because I've been into MMOs since before they were called that, as I've talked about a few times. So, the idea of a Star Wars MMO appealed to me about as much as a Star Trek MMO. It's also one of the reasons why I got into STO so early in the game. Interesting. So, yeah, there's a new MMO. It's a Star Wars MMO. It's not Star Wars Galaxies. Sold. So I was on the ground floor of Tor. Got into the alpha, got into the beta. It was pretty buggy and flawed, but I really liked what they were doing with the story. Gave a huge amount of feedback. I'm pretty sure exactly none of it was ever read by any human being. Because even back then, I was, you know... I had opinions about MMOs, which were not as good or as well informed as they are nowadays, but I still had enough experience with MMOs to say, hey, this is gonna suck when it comes out. So you need to fix this, and this. I also watched them completely bumble their launch. Launch was terrible. I still have nightmares about the color pink. Again, I'm not explaining that reference. You either get it or you don't. And, of course, the worst thing of all. The fact that the launch was such an exercise in frustration. I cannot explain it to people who haven't been through it. Because it was so bad. Every quest sucked. Like, it's not as bad as FF14 1.0 before anyone asks, because nothing is. But yes, Warp Core, that's what I'm getting to. I actually put Tor down relatively early on my first playthrough. I slagged my way forwards. But what happened was, me and four of my friends, excuse me, were all playing this game together. By the time we got through Act 1, it was down to me and one of my friends. Because they just hated it. And a game that I don't enjoy, that my friends refuse to play because of how much they don't enjoy it, that's hard to keep playing. I managed to stick it out right up until a certain planet. Can anyone guess what planet I finally quit this game on the first time through? It's really easy to guess. I'll just wait, because yeah, bingo! Bingo! Bel freaking Savis. Bel Savis is the worst planet in this goddamn game. I stuck it out until Bel Savis, and then I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, Bob, the friend who was still sticking, I'm done. I'm out. He was like, okay, no, I understand. I'm not having fun either. So we bowed out, walked away for I don't know how many years, but at least a few years. In fact, actually, let me look something up here really quick. God, I hate Bel Savis. Hang on, where are we? I'm going the wrong way. Hoth will get a negative for visual effects, I'll tell you what. Like, seriously, it's gonna get that negative. Hoth is literal. Hoth is how you don't make a snow zone. Here we go. There's the timeline. This is what I wanted. Okay, that's what I thought. So I'll talk more about Tor in just a minute.
Well, since I haven't been visited by any large, angry Black Sun thugs, I take it you got everything taken care of?
The equipment is history.
All right, that's great news. What a relief. Here, something for your trouble. I can't thank you enough for your help. You know, it's funny. There are people who would pay a frigate load of credits for this list.
So, you had an ulterior motive all along.
No, it's nothing like that. I was just thinking it'd be nice to make a little something extra, wouldn't it? I say we seize this opportunity while we can.
No, you're stupid.
That list should be used to save lives.
You just don't give in, do you? Oh, you're right. I shouldn't be looking for a quick profit. I'll make sure the list ends up in the right hands. Lives are more important than credits anyhow. See you around then. Thanks again for all your help.
Correct, that would be world building, yes. Yeah, Hoth, I actually really like Hoth from a narrative perspective, which is a damn shame. Anyways, so we walked away. Now again, a little bit of timeline perspective here. I've actually talked about this before, but I never gave the full timeline because I walked away from Tor, and I decided to go back to the MMO I was playing at the time. No, not that one. FF14. Which I happened to be going through Stormblood at the time. Now, most of you who saw the FF14 run know exactly how that went. So that fell apart. Yeah, that fell apart instantly. And then something funny happened. A little thing called Mists of Pandaria. So I walked away from Tor for quite a while. As a direct consequence of that.
Up and at 'em.
Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Trevorus?
Mission complete.
How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
Black Sun has kindly supplied this blaster to aid the Republic war effort.
I've never seen one quite like it. Must be some sort of new prototype. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Guess we're through here then. It's been fun, Lieutenant. I hope we get to run together again sometime.
Good day, Sergeant.
See you around, Lieutenant.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
What can I do to help, sir?
Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
The Senate represents the people. It's our duty to aid them.
That's all well
not what I
good,
picked.
Lieutenant. But every moment we waste on questions is a moment Tavis and his traitors have to prepare for us. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I am barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
Are you telling me to lie to the Senate, General?
I never told you to lie, Lieutenant. That would be illegal. I have merely reminded you of a relevant fact. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
Great. Just what I needed in my life. Okay. Now, I could tell you more about my own personal MMO history, but the thing you need to know right now, which I'm going to talk about before I accept this holo call, is that I actually have quit, I think, every MMO I've ever played at some point or another. In fact, one of the other funny things is Guild Wars 2 came out not that long after Pandaria. So, after bailing on Tor to go play Stormblood, and then bailing on Stormblood in order to go play Pandaria, I then drifted into Guild Wars 2 and bailed on Guild Wars 2 to go right back to WoW.
Haven't heard an explosion in a good while. Guess that means you defused those crates.
I think I found them all.
Or, I'm sorry.
Black Sun doesn't get any more.
We'll make sure. No more people will be killed looking for food. Now, I'm no rich senator, but let me give you a little something for taking care of this. Recognition.
It's a generous offer, but I can't accept.
Rare to find someone not out to make a profit. You probably have other business, so I won't keep you. Watch your back out there.
Up and at 'em.
Hang on. I gotta check something on the timeline thing. Give me a moment here. I just want to... Jesus Christ. Okay. You're right, sorry. It was not Stormblood. It was ARR. It was ARR that I bounced into. So, Tor, ARR, Pandaria. I know it was FF14, that's why I'm like, I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong here. But that makes sense, because if you remember, I actually pointed out the exact moment I quit ARR. I did that on camera, even. Yeah, fine. Hello? There we go.
Loback says the recordings in here should be enough to make arrests.
Fuibaniaka twipi taboka tonka wana waka. Wadwana ubikili watapunka tonka patoka lurda. Wama otaka joka hatapawa. Tapanga ulya.
Here.
Yes, that's definitely a moment. Right. Music. Sorry. We've been in a lot of cutscenes lately. It was... It was before the banquet. It was before the banquet. Think about that for a second. No, it wasn't the Titan stuff, although it was pretty...
Up and at 'em.
Oh my god, I can picture the exact quest. It's when you're in this one zone in Thanalin.
Don't tell me. The military's gonna clean up this mess. We could use the help. I used to be proud to say Lieutenant Dorn, Coruscant Security Forces. These days, it's just a job. Doesn't even pay the bills.
You should be proud of what you do.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep my head above the garbage. Now some stupid holodisk was stolen, and the commander wants me to deal with it. I don't have the manpower to recover stolen intelligence. I can't just pull a commando unit out of my helmet, can I?
What exactly was stolen?
Here's the deal. You probably don't know them, but there's these weird secret passages running all over the planet. The funny thing is, we didn't even know about these passages until the schematics were stolen off an old databank.
Someone should have realized how important the schematics were.
Tell me about it. Now I gotta deal with someone else's mistake. But the schematics weren't taken by some gutter thief. They were taken by the blasted justicars, crazy vigilantes. The justicars are armed to the teeth. Most of my security officers just flat out refuse to tangle with them.
Sometimes it's necessary to risk ourselves for the greater good.
That's easy for a Jedi to say. My men don't see fighting the justicars as a risk. They see it as suicide. There's another detail. We don't know where the justicars took the stolen schematics. An agent from the Strategic Information Service was assigned to track the thieves, but she hasn't reported back in.
Rescuing this spy should be top priority.
She's probably fine. You know how flaky intelligence types can be. Her name is Feeler Dan. A little old and a little batty, if you ask me. Feeler's last known location was in Justicar territory. If she's done her job, she should know where to find those schematics.
I'll find her. You have my word.
Now keep in mind, worthless as they may be, we're under strict orders to make sure these schematics aren't leaked to anyone. So after you find old Lady Feeler and recover the schematics, you make sure to bring them directly back to me. That's critical.
Can I remember the quest in FF14 where, roughly or specifically, where we have to pray a return and then bad stuff happens, then we end up out with, you know, totally not Sid? I'm just going to give that one away because it's really obvious. Is this all its return, isn't it? Yeah, it's return. Okay, whatever. It's immediately after Titan? Alright, let's see here. Yep, nope. This looks about right. Hang on. Yep. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Right about there is where I quit FF14 ARR. Because I was so sick of it. God, it was just so boring and so sloggy and so awful. And of course, if you're paying attention, I'd already just gone through a long, slow, boring, sloggy game in the one I'm playing right now. So my tolerance was a little low.
Indicate clean life waters flow upward. You flawlessly applied my crafted solution to the hydro supply at the Black Sun level below. Adulation.
A group of children was collecting water from the broken hydro supply and trading it.
A faulty hydro supply is not suited for immature life cycles. Sealing the break promotes their safety. Clean life waters flow and nurture upper levels. The Coruscant sufferer beings achieve benefits on the Enclave's Gree ingenuity. My black sphere evolves to a purple parallel because of you. When I impart this development, Patake will progress enthusiasm with the Senator.
I'm glad life on Coruscant will be better now.
The city planet's infrastructure expresses elementary designs. Additional upgrading is sternly recommended. I pledge
no kidding.
Ingenuity. This solution was crafted specifically for your being. My acknowledgement and appreciations. I continue upgrading Coruscant systems and ensure the clean life waters flow upward. Accept my unyielding gratefulness.
I am grateful unyieldingly. I love the way that annotates.
Anything I can do for you?
Operator units always inherit fouled labors. I administrate as well as Patake, but I am marooned to waste processing. What have I done to incur white acute?
I'm a Jedi Knight. I'd like to lend a hand with the repairs.
Jedi? I must adjust my estimation of Patake's aptitude for administration, but only slightly. Patake commanded me, optimize Coruscant's waste processing system, preserve your organs from filth, disease, poisons. But Ugnaught porcine bipeds plunder Gree ingenuity from waste processors. With Gree optimization solution stolen, filth, disease, poisons spread uncontrolled, plagues imminent.
Remember, preserve your organs.
We need to act now, before it's too late.
You comprehend the volatility of this predicament. You exhibit enhanced insight for your species. The Ugnaught porcine bipeds plundered Gree optimization solution unaware of internal transmitters. I detect the plundered device's coordinates. Patake authorizes compensation of Republic credits to the Black Bisector who repossesses the optimization solution.
You have my word. It will be done.
That is the expected response, Black Bisector. Why exhaust respiratory functions on it?
I'm not a dick like you. Sorry. Well, have fun killing your friends, Giga. Note to self, never play Among Us with Giga. So, noise warning, noise warning, noise warning, more than meets the eye.
I brought what you asked.
My thanks. The best part of public office is interacting with citizenry. Wouldn't you say, Senator? My work doesn't leave me much time for handshakes and baby kissing. A moment. Freaking Ugnaughts. Yes, those are the elected bills. By tomorrow morning, you'll see the scandal in the headlines. And a healthy thank you in your accounts. It's okay, that one was, less terrible. Alright. Let's go talk to the senators, see what they have to say. It's probably going to be blah, blah, this, and war crime, that. Is it true that you murdered a bunch of innocent engineers on the Acellus? It was just one time. I didn't even hit the button. Come on. I copy, Ickett. Alright, let's go kill everyone in the Senate building for no reason. Well, I guess not for no reason.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
I'm at your service, Senators.
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad No. 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. My squad defected right in front of me.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
Yes. They were all pretty off balance.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I mean, I'm going to totally throw him under the bus here, because I do think he should have seen this coming.
Sergeant Jorgen worked closely with everyone. He should have known.
You son of a... We have not asked for your input at this time, Sergeant Jorgen. Please remain silent.
Nothing personal, but you should have.
One final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
As you wish, Senator.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Good lord, there's a lot of Richard Epcar in Coruscant. What? It's his fault? I'm just saying. If you did your job, Jorgen, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. It's not a good talk to the general, who's going to be like, why didn't you lie to the senatorial committee? I just love that sentence. Why didn't you lie to the senatorial committee? Oh, shucks, Mike Kamano. I was looking forward to the hairballs.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
Glad to be of service.
And whatever you hope to achieve with your Senate testimony, you certainly didn't make my job any easier.
This isn't about making your job easy, General.
The easier my job is, the easier your job is, Lieutenant. Try to keep that in mind. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Cardin, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
Is Cardin tied in with the defection, General?
Cardin resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we tried to dispatch an extraction team, the Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home. But in spite of insurmountable odds, Cardin led Havoc out of there alive.
Havoc Squad really was betrayed by the Senate.
They were put in a terrible situation, Lieutenant, but that doesn't excuse their actions. Cardin resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jack Cardin's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
You don't want me to take Cardin out?
If possible, I'd like you to capture Cardin alive. If he is involved in the defection, he could provide us with invaluable intelligence. The vigilante group Cardin is working with is called the Justicars Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
These vigilantes must be pros to control that much territory.
They're very popular on the lower levels, keeping the peace where the Republic won't. But make no mistake, the Justicars are no friends to the Republic. Our surveillance shows that Cardin spends most of his time in the Justicars' main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Cardin is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll have Cardin back here on the double, sir.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
I don't remember if they ever go into Ando Prime proper, other than the explanation we literally just got. They're still in the queue, Evo. I just haven't had a lot of time to chat. Like, you're talking about Tor effect, and how much you hate me, and how much you hate me again. There's a lot of hate me questions here. It's very strange. Flygand actually asked a question I can answer super quick. Is it common for MMOs to have a first come, first serve in regard to naming characters? Yes. STO is actually unusual in that it allows you to name any character anything, which is weird and strange, but honestly just kind of expected. The problem here is most MMOs are ultimately designed based on the old MMO infrastructure, in which case your character tag is your character tag. You know, if you call yourself Q-snapped, then that is what everything in the game uses to identify you. All of the friends list, all the social connections, all of the tells, whispers, quest progress, experience rate, equipment, everything. Everything is tied into you, and it's all tied into that character tag. The catch here is that what works a lot better, and what several other games have done, including STO, is they have done a thing where your character tag is actually only about half of your tag. Instead, you've got your character tag attached to your account tag. Character at account. Now, it's actually more complicated than that, but the point is, by attaching everything to your account, you have basically made a new layer. Oh, that's the stronghold thing. A new layer of complexity, which allows for 50 different people to all have the name Bob, without actually the game getting confused, because there's Bob at Mike Romano, and there's Bob at Retro Justice, and then there's Bob at Ivo Iliani, right? So there's lots of different ways to make that work, and it's awesome, and I don't know why they don't do that in other MMOs, other than the obvious fact that that kind of infrastructure alteration would be rather substantial, because you have to change what every single pointer is pointing to, and there are many, probably more than most people are even thinking about. Thank you, Little Dirk, and a lot of numbers. Always appreciate those subs. Much appreciate. Thank you. I'll put that towards something, if you want to put it towards something. And yeah, some of the older MMOs had band-aids, 1H2901610, in order to try and get around this. For example, did you know that in Asheron's Call you had to have a first name and a last name? Now, there's some rules to that, like you had to have 3 digits and then 3 digits, but that was a way to vary it up, so it was much less likely that you'd get Bob Bob. So you could be Bob Jorgensen, or Bob Q-Snapped, or Bob Perseus, or whatever, and that would work that way. That was a way to try and flesh that out. Other games just go with the simple method, like, frankly, WoW does. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. But whatever, just there you go.
It's fantastic, isn't it? The Senate Tower. Every officer should see it sooner or later. I was raised there. My father was an admiral, and my mother was a senator. But they were both killed during the war.
What are you babbling about?
That's tragic. I'm sorry to hear it.
Don't be. They gave their lives to protect this great republic. I'm sorry. My name is Spiricris Zerum. I used to be military, then a diplomat, but not anymore. Now I represent a group of loyal citizens, willing to go to any length to protect the true republic from its enemies.
That sounds a lot like an extremist group. Probably J. Palmer.
What exactly is the True Republic?
The true republic is the one based on ideals, on the principles that carried us through history, until now.
Okay.
Dangerous radicals.
Still hearing an extremist.
Massive power play in the Senate. Senator Glirius Parvel is gathering support to break ties with the Jedi and establish an alliance with the Sith Empire.
That's fine. I mean, honestly.
Sounds like things are headed in a dark direction.
My colleagues discovered a way to expose Parvel's plan to the public, turn the political tide against this insanity. But our one-shot's about to pass us by. Parvel's put us all on Senate's security watch list. We can't even get near the tower.
You said you're one shot. You have an idea?
You mean, you might actually be willing to help us? A diplomatic parcel is being delivered to Senator Parvel's office. All you'd have to do is steal the parcel and smuggle it out to me. Will you do it?
Sure.
I'd be honored to lend a hand.
Thank the stars. Until you came along, I was beginning to give up hope. A courier droid is delivering the documents to Senator Parvel. Use this scrambler box, and it'll hand the parcel to you. Just intercept it before it reaches his office. I'll be waiting here.
Now to go commit grand treason. Yeah, she doesn't sound like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles radical, which is a much better kind of radical.
The famous lieutenant, hero of the Republic. You're starting to get quite a reputation. Agent Yorkson, SIS. Never mind the outfit, I'm undercover. I need help. We've been moving our people into the Finac shipping company for months. We want to stop contraband weapons shipments.
No,
now
Mr.
Black
Ed,
Sun
it's voice
started
acting.
hijacking Finac's freighters, killing the crew and grabbing the cargo. If I send in SIS, our cover is blown. We start all over.
That's truly a shame.
I can offer you a hefty payment if you help us flush out the hijackers and find the freight.
You need me to bring back the cargo?
Just let me know where they're taking the freight. I'll send my team. Try checking around the docks. Black Sun's got to have a loader programmed to offload the cargo somewhere secure.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're the PC, Icket.
On your feet.
Gosh darn it, it's up there. Whatever.
Stop right there! I see what you're doing! How dare you accost the Senator's courier droid? Stealing documents, what's the matter with you? This is the heart of the Republic, the greatest bastion of democracy in the galaxy.
What?
Unless you want trouble, I suggest you move on.
You think you can bully me into disregarding my beliefs? I'm not going anywhere. I know you people and your drivel about protecting the true Republic. However unpopular Senator Parville's ideas might be, the principles of the Republic give him the freedom to express those ideas.
That's debatable. I mean, there's the whole fire in a theater, argument.
You mean let a traitor spread his lies? Not in my Republic.
Listen to yourself. This is our Republic, not yours. But the real culprits here are the paranoid fanatics you've gotten yourself tangled up with.
I don't even know who they are.
Which is precisely why you should feel no allegiance to them whatsoever. Look, it's not too late for you to turn around and do the right thing. I could even forget I saw you. I have this parcel of outdated agricultural revenue documents. Give me the Senator's parcel and take these to your friends instead.
Your Senator's going down! Seriously, screw him.
You're not touching this parcel. I'm going to expose you.
You're making a mistake, I assure you. Senator Parville is committed to his principles, and I am too. Now, more than ever. You may slow us down, but we will see his plans become reality.
We will join the First Galactic Empire. Sorry. I would love to hear those potential excuses, my Kamado. I could use a good laugh. Come on. Hey, Savacom. Thank you for the sum. That's sophistry, my Kamado. I'm listening for a real argument, not a technically. That doesn't mean anything. Savacom is putting it towards Duke Nukem Forever? Hold on. Is that on the list?
There you are. I was beginning to worry Senate security was causing you trouble. How did it go? Did you get Parville's documents?
Alright, if it's on the list, I believe you.
There was a complication. A Senate page found me.
It doesn't matter, so long as you have the evidence we need. Here, you take your price, and I'll take the parcel. Rest easy knowing Senator Parville's motion will never pass.
I mean, it'll probably never get funded, Act.
It was the least I could do.
You're a hero to the true Republic. We won't forget what you've done.
Yeah, you say that. I mean, listen, Omega Legion. It's okay to just admit that you're evil, alright? We here at the Lore Walkers are very tolerant of extremely horrifically evil people, named Omega Legion. So you're thinking of Duke Nukem, or Duke Nukem 64, or whatever it's actually called, Savicom. Duke Nukem Forever came out about 10 years ago, much more recently, and is terrible. There's a part of that game... Hello. There's a part of that game where you actually have to go and... 3D, that's it, thank you. Duke Nukem 3D is what you're thinking of. Duke Nukem Forever is... gross. That's the word I'm going to use. It's gross. I mean, I guess that's valid, Mike Tomato? But you're actually just making my point for me. The ideal of everyone always gets to say their piece does not actually universally apply, nor, frankly, should it. That's the one, Jay Palmer. And change developers 5 times? I don't remember the whole list.
I'm too dizzy to get a head count, but I know you outnumber me. Officer Anstis. Nice to... ouch. Meet you. Apparently I've got enemies back at HQ. But the unenviable task of arresting Gambo, Black Sun enforcer with a string of murders to his name. I've gone inside the dealer's den half a dozen times to confront him. And he's beaten me within a centimeter of my life each time.
You're an idiot. It's an inch of your life. Say it right.
Medical attention.
My head's pounding and you're covered in spots. I've been better. I'd call for backup, but frankly, Gambo could tear through that whole cantina if he had a mind to. He needs to be talked down or knocked out if I'm gonna arrest him. I'm no match, but you might have a shot.
I'll go talk to Gambo. You should get to a med center.
I won't leave my post. I can't take Gambo, but I can keep tabs on him. No one sees Gambo without going through Zuki, his lookout. If you're lucky, Gambo might give you a few words before he starts swinging. Use them wisely.
Wait. What is this? When I say gross, like, there's a part where the aliens invading, like, implant a bunch of women naked into the wall, and the game decides to make a crude joke about it. Also, you can slap their exposed mammary glands, and it makes, like, a squishy sound. I could actually keep going. There's worse than that, honestly. That's like surface level gross. But I think that's a good way to get across the type of game that Duke Nukem Forever is.
I need to talk to Gambo.
Gambo doesn't like to be bothered. The public security keeps bothering him. He's getting angry. He tells me leave him alone or I get thumped. I'm not getting thumped for you.
What, are you scared?
Not good to make fun of me. I tell Gambo who to crush. I think I want you crushed. Okay. So they want to see you, boss. Might have been talking to Republic Security. Republic Security already sent someone. I broke her. I'll break you too.
You don't want to fight me. You want to turn yourself in.
I don't want to fight you. I gotta turn myself in. Wait, that's a dirty trick, Jedi. It works. Yeah, no, it is gross out, juvenile, petulant, and bad on top of everything else. It is probably a garbage game. However, I don't know if I can get Duke Nukem 3D running, so I'm going to need a backup option there, Savicom.
Don't know what you said, but I almost died of shock when Gambo turned himself in. We're not taking any chances. There's a whole squad escorting him back to headquarters. I should call a medic before I pass out. Thanks for the help.
As always, my Kamano, it depends. So, I don't know would be the answer, which is why I refuse to accept a game without checking. That's why we have the backup option. Anyways, oh, song ended. No, that's okay. I just figured, you know, you were wanting me to play a terrible, terrible game. There is a benefit to playing terrible, terrible games. Where's the... Oh, I need to be over in Black Sun, don't I? Yeah, I do. I need to be over here. Boop. I don't know what you said. I said you should turn yourself in. Well, I didn't try that. Well, you know. Probably, Mr. Red. Depends. On the specific. I mean, that's true. There are many different flavors and types of bad, as I've said many times. I have not actually done a review of a text-based game. I accepted a rumination of a text-based game once. That was probably a mistake. We've never actually streamed... we've never streamed a text-based game a second time. Because we did actually stream a text-based game once, and that sucked. That was terrible. Yes, that would be MSQ at that point, Mr. Red. No, Savacom, I would never call you Licorice. Unless you were Licorice. In which case I would call you Licorice. But the good news is you're not Licorice, so there's no calling of Licorice. I gotta be 100% blunt. If somebody gave me Duke Nukem Forever for my birthday, I would just look at them like... I would assume it's a joke, first of all. If it wasn't a joke, then it's being done in ignorance. If it's being done in ignorance, then I would summon my best, let's talk about this in a neutral tone so I don't insult you way, and be like, alright, look, you just gave me a garbage game. We need to talk about this. Oh my god, way down there. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's just go down there. Screw the bonus. We don't need to kill 40 things. Let's just go. Let's just go. I have seen Victoria 3. I'm actually extremely excited for it. No joke. It looks really cool. I hope it's not as terrible as it might end up being. Cough, cough, Imperator. Well, you say that, Savacom. So once upon a time, my beloved grandmother... I've told this story before. My beloved grandmother got me 2 games on the NES at the same time. Those games were Mega Man 3 and Burger Time. Now, I love my grandma quite a bit, but it was Burger Time. Out of a sense of duty and obligation, I insisted upon going ahead and playing through Burger Time. I probably got maybe a grand total of 3 hours of gameplay out of that, and I sort of hated every minute of it. Mega Man 3 I have enjoyed as recently as last year, so that was awesome. Point is, what I should have done, and I do regret this, what I should have done is I should have said, Grandma, I love you. This is not a good game. So would you like me to return this, or would you like to return this so you can get your money back? And that way she would not have wasted her money on something that I don't even own anymore. Which brings me to Mr. Red's question. Is Burger Time a veto? I don't own Burger Time anymore. At least I don't think I do. Hold on. This is gonna take me a second. Here, let me get my hat on. There we go. Ready. Let me get my shark on. There we go. I gotta get my shark going here. Get out of my glasses. What are you doing? There we go. Oh, trust me, a Burger Time stream would almost assuredly be 1 hour. I'm not even joking. Just 1 hour. It would be, well, this is Burger Time. Any questions? And that would be it. Don't mind me, just moving my video game totes here. Head off. Honestly, 1 hour might be upselling it. Do I own Burger? Okay, doing Punch Out, Paperboy, Dr. Mario. Can you hear me? Boy in the Blob, Kirby, Lolo, Chip and Dale, Sylvania, Final Fantasy, one of the originals. Man, Jeopardy. Oh my gosh. It'll be another 1 hour game. So it's Warriors, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden 2, Dig Dug 2, Bubble Bobble, we got Double Dragon 2, Simon's Quest 2, DuckTales, Ninja Gaiden 1, Double Dragon 1, Little Mermaid, Zelda 2, Smash Bros, Bomberman, Zelda 64 stuff. Oh, hang on. Wheel of Fortune, Zelda 1. Looks like I do not own Burger Time. Looks like I didn't procure it when I was getting my collection going. So I suppose I would technically veto Burger Time. Unless it's really cheap, I don't know. Like really cheap. Like $5. That's the limit. That's as far as I'm willing to stretch for Burger Time. My games are 100% not sorted because they're literally just in the tote waiting for eventually being put on the shelf. They're sorted on the shelf. There's one NES game though. It's the greatest game ever that I have though. That's right, it's Double Dribble. All right, so
I heard you sent the Black Suns packing. Have you tracked down where they took the cargo yet?
I've brought what you requested.
I'll send a security cleaning crew down there immediately. Then we can try to patch up this operation.
all right, we're okay. So now we go over here, I think. So what's the worst game anyone ever gave me? Burger Time. What's the best game anyone ever gave me? Hang on. Hang on. I'm actually not 100% sure where it is. I think it's over there, and I think that's... Yeah, I think it is. Well, I have a signed copy of Final Fantasy II on the SNES. That was given to me by my aunt. That's the best game I've ever gotten. Signed by who? Nobuo Uematsu. The only signature that matters.
Please select an available travel route.
Wow, I could actually buy the arcade game of Burger Time for $35. $35 is way too much for that, yeah, I agree. I also have a signed copy of Final Fantasy III on the SNES. So as you can see, the Justicars are, you know, thugs, because of course they are. Vigilantes, am I right? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go be a mercenary.
You there. The soldier. Could you spare a minute? No, don't look at me. Just look casual. Act like you're not talking to anyone. My name's Jafke. I'm with Republic Security. Is the street clear? Any Justicar patrols?
You've clearly lost your mind.
What? No, that's not it at all. I'm just trying to warn you is all. I already tangled with the Justicars. Trust me, you don't want to underestimate these guys.
This area is so dangerous. What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to disrupt the Justicar signal jammers so Republic Security can run some useful surveillance on these guys. Republic Security was actually excited about the Justicars at first. Bunch of ex-military guys forming a militia to take back the streets.
I didn't realize Republic Security needed help so badly.
Well, with so much money going into the military, we don't get much in terms of funds or manpower. Republic Security hoped the Justicars would work alongside our officers, bring order to Coruscant's lower levels. But they pushed out Republic forces just like they did the criminals. They keep the peace down here, but they definitely aren't on the Republic side.
You were sent to find out more about the Justicars, right?
Not exactly. We've tried to run surveillance on their activities, but their signal jammers block every attempt. I thought disrupting the jammers would be easy, but the Justicar patrols are everywhere.
Objectives don't complete themselves, Agent.
You definitely look like you could handle the job. Better than I could, anyway. I built the devices to disrupt the Justicar's jammers. They just need to be installed. Can you do that for me?
I'll take the devices and place them for you.
Thank you so much. Here, take the devices. They need to be planted at several points around the district. That's the tricky part. Justicar patrols are everywhere. Once you've planted the devices, make your way back. Good luck, and thanks.
Less than $5, Mr. Red? No, I'm going the right way. Yay, going the right way. Back up now. Okay, whatever. Listen, loops? Man, I don't remember this map. Let's find out. Come on, give me the explore point. Really? There we go. Okay.
Traveling together. That's smart. Only way to win down here is through numbers. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
Where else can the justicars get what they need?
If not legally from the Republic, there's a few options. The Exchange, Separatists, even the Empire. Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS needs to know where those supplies are coming from. The justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Storming the docks might make the justicars suspicious.
If there were another way, I'd be topside and long gone by now. Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the justicars.
Or do I? Wait.
A soldier? Special forces? Oh, beautiful, baby, beautiful. Just what I need. So my name's Pouse, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm onto something major with these justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
What do you know about the justicars, Pouse?
They're all about abuse of power. They're the big guy pushing the little guy down. I'm working on a major scoop, a clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
Why approach me?
Because I can tell. You're brave, you're tough. Everything a hero of freedom and justice should be. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything, the catalyst to the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death, not the justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts, straight from the source, the Justicar Tower, and that's where you come in.
I'll find out the true circumstances of this poor boy's death, Pouse. Perhaps then, justice can be served.
Yeah, and not the Justicar's jackbooted justice either, the real thing. Interrogation droids. They're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
That sounds easy enough.
All right then. As soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here, and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Are those hula hoops? Why are there hula hoops? And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just say no to Burger Time. I'm not gonna officially veto it, because honestly, I don't think I need to. If that tracks. I think we can all just accept that a Burger Time stream is probably not happening. But I'll tell you what. If I win the lottery, and or get my own house, which is probably going to involve winning the lottery, then of the other streams I have planned for such an auspicious event, I will stream Burger Time for about 1 hour. Because that's all we're going to get out of Burger Time.
Excuse me, you don't look like a Justicar. I hope. The Justicars say they're protecting us from the Black Sun, that they're better than the gangs, but they're not. I hate them. You're really not one, right? I don't want to get in trouble, like Braden did.
Who's Braden? Are you asking for my help?
Please, can you help me rescue Braden? He's my brother. He's only 15, but they think he's older. They say they indentured him because he broke one of their stupid curfew laws. So they lock him up all day and make him shoot the Black Sun all night. He's going to die.
If these Justicars wish to keep the peace, it will not be on the backs of children.
Thank you. Are you really a Jedi? They say sometimes Jedi appear to children who are truly in need. To get to Braden, You'll need some special belt they all wear. It's the only way to get past the security field where Braden is. Please bring him back.
We have a lightsaber. I'm just saying. Thank you, Coopster. Much appreciated. I will put that towards Shining Force 1. Thank you. No, I play the lottery every week. I mean, I've done that for years at this point. Bubble Bobble. If I do Bubble Bobble, I have to wear my Bubble Bobble shirt for that stream. Yes, I have a Bubble Bobble shirt. Shut up! I win stuff all the time. It actually pays for itself, ironically. But that's because I only do one ticket a week.
What do you want? I'm just an old woman minding her own business. Haven't done nothing to no one.
I take it you're the Republic's spy.
Oh, so you're my backup. About time. I'm risking my neck loitering here. Republic security needs to get its act together. Downright insulting this has taken so long.
The lieutenant said you never contacted him.
He's never heard of radio silence? Idiot. Look, I tracked the data thieves down here, and I'm positive the justicars took the schematics to their base. Probably to their main computer. You do realize, though, that once you take the schematics back, they'll just gather dust in some security storeroom.
The justicars would use the schematics to hurt people.
Sure, but I'm not suggesting you let it go. Hear me out on this. My daughter runs a relief group called Undercity Assistance. They bring food and supplies to the poor in the lower levels. These schematics would help them avoid the gangs down here.
I don't see any reason you couldn't copy the maps you need.
That's just what I was thinking. Just bring the holodisc back to me after you get it, and I'll make a copy for my daughter.
Sounds like an honorable endeavor.
I think so. You have all the information I can give. Go pay a visit to the justicars, and if you want that data put to good use, I'll be here.
Clone Wars poked at it a couple of times. So, someone asked how far down we are. Hang on a sec. So you notice we are now currently at the level where we can no longer see the sky. Now that's actually not all that far down, relatively speaking. You know, we're still at the point where there's some vegetation and plant life, and things are bad, but nowhere near as bad as they're going to get. In fact, in Tor, I think we only go down one for the level below this, if I'm not mistaken. Where am I going? This way. Coruscant goes down quite a ways from here. That's a good question, Mr. Red.
You're back. Thank goodness. Did you get all the devices in place?
The mission that was too hard for you is all taken care of.
Jesus.
I'm just glad it's done. What a relief.
Hilarious.
All right, let's see if these things work. They're booting up now. Synchronizing, and... Right. It's working! The frequencies are all clearing, one by one. This is fantastic.
It's time for this Jedi to get paid.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Jesus.
I could never reward you enough for what you've done. I'll notify headquarters that the jammers are down. Thanks again for your help. This mission would have been a complete failure without you.
I mean, I gotta be honest, it's entirely possible that even if the Sith Empire took over Coruscant, some of the people from about this level and down wouldn't even notice. Yes, a Jedi is supposed to avoid attachments, become one with the Force. With each passing moment, you make yourself more money's servant. It is inevitable. Yeah, the actual lower levels, which I remind you go down from here, nobody would be capable of noticing at a certain point. The only people who might notice further down from here are the Gree. You know what? I can believe that, Savacom. Like, I can actually picture a thing where one... We should add that to the Star Wars rewrite. Anyways, yes, those are outros. Sorry, Mr. Red. This is a cutscene-heavy game. What do you want from me? A lot of voice acting. Let's get into melee range, because I still don't have a closer. I gotta be honest, by the way, so far this class kind of sucks. I think I'm actually gonna switch specs and try out the other spec for a bit, because this sucks. Oh, it took me a while of interest, and I have a good fiber connection, so it's all thing. Anyways. In fact, actually, hang on. Let's switch over to... We are deeps. This is deeps? Okay, hold on. Let's try tactics. Oh, we can't do this here. No! But for 200,000... okay, remind me to switch when we get someplace where I can switch. Like, yeah, Vanguard kind of sucks. And speaking of someone who's tanked as a power tech for a while, that's weird. Because I liked power tech. It's okay, Trihexia. I understand. You secretly hate me. It's cool. Yeah, no, Vanguard's not great, and we are judging the classes as we go. But we've got precedence for that. What I really need to do is we need to do the next dungeon, hopefully today. Which is this dungeon that I know the name of off the top of my head and don't have to look it up. Atheists is apparently next. In fact, we're actually of a level to do Atheists right now. Wait, they don't show off Trantor in Foundation? Well, okay. What's the show about, then? Yeah, who's looking forward to Atheists? Honestly, I didn't like any of the dungeons other than Acellus or Black Talon in the initial round, so that's kind of... Yeah, no, thankfully I can switch specs. God damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. I want this button. Although I guess it doesn't matter right now. There's one. Oh, there it is. It's way up there. Oh, neck. Yeah, not enough move, not enough buttons, not enough cooldowns, not enough combos. We literally just got a closer. Holy crap. Sorry, we got a yank. A yank which has a minimum range. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm ready to already give this class a negative, and I'm only level 25. This is not good. In fact, hang on, let me jot that down while I'm thinking about it, because holy crap. Class, spec, whatever. For the purposes of review, this is going to suck, actually, because we're going to have to review all 3 disciplines across 2 classes. But I think we can make this work. Oh, I can choose stuff now. Holy crap. Let's see here. Really? I mean, sure, we'll make it an AoE, but you're gonna buff my melee ability? Jesus. Yeah, I heard that, Cadenite, and that's part of why I'm, like, a little weirded out by this. Boltstorm is legit. Hard to argue that. So, in case you're wondering, this is actually the Coruscant music playing here. I'm already kind of tired of it. Let's just get rid of that. Let's play the true Coruscant music. No blasters, we got no blasters. It's just a workshop. We're not with those Justicar crazies you've been fighting out there.
Cooperate and you won't be harmed. Where's the Gree device?
Oh, great. I told you guys we should have left that alien thing where it belonged. Take it, alright? We thought it would make it work, but we can't. We'll have to find some other way to save everyone on this level.
You? Save everyone? Don't make me laugh.
Still evil. Laugh all you want. People who are counting us for essential services. We give them power and light, which is actually power. This level's got a big problem we can't fix. The air filters stopped working. That is a big problem. The Senate won't send anyone to make repairs, and things are getting bad. We got too many people living in the same area.
This is Coruscant. Why wouldn't the Senate help with repairs?
Well, they don't bother if they're keeping any of the major systems running. Why should they when the Justicars won't even let them in? Without air filters, the smog seeps in fast, which is even harder on non-humanoids. Pretty soon we're going to have an epidemic on our hands.
There must be some way to avoid that outcome.
That's what we keep telling ourselves, but so far we've been coming out empty. If our air filter's working, you'll never hear from us again. I'm asking a lot, but can you tell the Gree about us? Maybe ask them to show us how to fix things, please?
I'll tell the Gree representatives about your situation.
You don't know what this means to us. You're saving innocent lives. Here, this datapad's got stuff about the Gree that they'll want to know. Schematics of what we're working on, repair manuals, all that stuff. Just show it to them. It'll explain everything about our situation. Well, now we gotta go to Doom music as a result of all that. No, not Doom music. Damn it. You know what I mean. How do you play this game without rocket pad? My god. Rocket launcher. Rocket thing. Rocket. Okay, what's that? What do you mean, Larian? This is Coruscant. I don't understand the question. There's a lot of killable things down in Coruscant. Unless you mean killable people, in which case, there's even more excuses for that. In this exact case, this is a group of vigilantes who have taken over this particular block, I guess is the word I want to use there. And they kind of run the block, so they don't allow anybody in who isn't them. So we're not them, so they shoot us on sight. That's kind of it, honestly. Mouse keeps doing that thing. What is fond of doing? Yeah, Coruscant gets pretty ugly. You go down a little bit. Alright, where am I at? So we got... Yeah, we'll do that one first. There's actually several I haven't played in that collection. Mega Skullmon Spockmon. So you got that on me. But yeah, the previous zone it was Black Sun. Here it's the Justicars. I feel like it'll be something else in the next area. I guess. I didn't play a lot of Game Boy stuff back in the day, because I never actually owned a Game Boy. The first Game Boy I ever owned was the Color. And that was pretty far in. I was in high school by then. That's right. And there's our core. You owned a Game Gear. Wow. I never owned a Game Gear. I thought they were mythical. No to both questions, J. Palmer.
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 1. Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, you're accused of criminal activity under Supreme Law 8814, aiding and abetting an enemy of the Protectorate. How do you plead?
How do you think I plead? Not guilty. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a violation of my rights. Look, my father gives you people a lot of credits. He's not going to be very happy about this.
That is entirely irrelevant. Your plea is now on record. This session is concluded.
You have no intention of even giving me a fair trial, do you? This is oppression, and I promise you, my father...
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 2. Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, as you know, your alleged girlfriend, Mistress Daria Felton, failed to corroborate your alibi. Mistress Felton's testimony reports of 6 eyewitnesses, and the blasters found in your residence are sufficient proof of your membership in the Black Sun crime syndicate. Do you have any closing statements?
You know what? I do. You idiots got me this time. But you should know, I've been running operations under your nose for years. I've been working for the Black Sun since I was a kid. You people are pathetic.
Very well, your closing statements have been recorded. This session is concluded.
You're going to lose this war in the end. The Black Sun will rise!
Spoilers, the Black Sun does not rise. Yeah, I know what you're going to say, but Shizor was the only time the Black Sun was ever significant. And that was only during his tenure. I mean, credit where credit is due. And the Black Sun obviously has operated for, bagrillions of years. But once Shizor went away, that was kind of the end of that. Although a lot of that is thanks specifically to Lando Calrissian, because he's awesome. You ever think about that? Lando personally gutted Black Sun on a level that most other people can't even begin to claim. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, Kira White Nose, you mentioned something I wanted to address earlier. I've been kind of chewing on this for a minute, and I've been trying to figure it out because I think you're right. The voice acting for Jennifer Hale is wrong in this game. And putting a finger on exactly how and why has been something I've been trying to debate since we started the Trooper arcs. The problem is, I think you're right. I think that she's trying too hard to be too forceful. And it's coming across as forced, ironically. She's weirdly clipped. Every now and again you hear her just be a little bit more her natural voice and she's fine. But here she's just not good. I mean, one way or another, the voice acting's getting a negative, which... how's that for a weird thought? We're giving a negative to Jennifer Hale's voice acting. But she's just off. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, the voice acting direction is certainly a... hang on, let me walk that back. The number of voice acting directors they had for Tor was huge, and there's a lot of voice acting variability. Like, some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are in between. We've already heard several individual NPCs which are perfectly good, and really bad. And we're only, you know, one planet in at this point, effectively. Where are we going? Well, the only thing I know about David Hayter is that he does an absolutely terrible job in this game. Really. I'm not being facetious. The male Jedi's voice acting is bad. It's one of the reasons... I'm going the wrong way. It's one of the reasons we'll be playing female Jedi Knight when we get there. Because the voice actress does a better job than the voice actor did. And I believe we're female consular as well, for a similar reason. Pay attention, Lord. Pay attention. God. Sorry, I'm fighting fatigue and headache. It's a fun combo. You should try it sometime. We here at the Lorewalkers do not condone trying a headache and fatigue at the same time. I think I'm fighting something off. I had another one of those. Well, I woke up at 4. No, I woke up at 2. And then I got back to sleep at about 5. And then I woke up dizzy, tired, in time for stream, barely. Didn't even have time to finish my breakfast.
Your sister sent me. You're free.
Rennie? Oh, but she's a little girl. How could she... Why? Now they're gonna kill me. Quick, can you put that back? Get it working again or something?
You want to be the Justicar's captive.
I can't escape. As long as the Justicars have me in their records as a curfew breaker, they'll just hunt me down again. And if they get me for going AWOL, they'll use torture. Unless... Look, if you really want to help, go into their computers and delete my file. I'll hide somewhere. When things die down, I'll find Rennie again.
God damn it. Honestly, can we just kill all of the Justicars? Like, we've already killed a lot coming in here. Like, a lot. Like, you know... No? Okay, whatever. Sure. I mean, I guess we haven't killed that many because we've been avoiding a combat, but, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal, right? Whoa, camera. Yep, no. So we're doing Bounty Hunter next. God dang. And then we're going to do Smuggler. No, we're not. Then we're going to do... The order's changed. Let's put it that way. And I'm actually still debating the specifics. TBD. Yeah, I was going to do Smuggler last, and I just realized the problem with that, so...
You listen to me, Cardin. Helping you has already put my operation at risk. You will do exactly as I say, when I say, or you'll what, Captain? I'm not one of your lock-stepping drones. This part of the op is mine. End of discussion. How dare you? Intruder!
Hi.
Drop that weapon, soldier. You're outnumbered and outgunned.
You're an idiot.
Imperial soldiers. So you are a traitor, just like Tavis and the others.
It's not betrayal if you aren't on their side in the first place, soldier. Now put that weapon down, or Havoc badge. Is this a joke? No. You must be the new recruit Tavis told me about. So you survived after all. Can't say I'm surprised, honestly. Havoc always did recruit the best.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but I will.
You are persistent, soldier, I'll give you that. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old lady would send someone after me so quickly. After all these years, Garza still hasn't lost her edge.
What are you waiting for, Cardin? Kill the whelp! Or do you lack the true resolve to fight for the Empire?
My loyalty is to Tavis, not to your Empire and not to anyone else. You want the trooper dead, you take care of it. I don't kill good soldiers. I'm heading down to the works to make sure everything is prepped.
You won't escape me for long, Cardin.
Do yourself a favor and die now, soldier, before you get in any deeper over your head.
Open fire, men!
Oh, I can start killing you? Perfect. Die in a fire. Alright, they're dead. Oh, I love it, Act.
Come in, Lieutenant. Is it my imagination, or were those Imperial soldiers you just fought?
No mistake, sir. These were Imperial commandos.
Imperial soldiers in uniform operating on the lower levels of Coruscant, and Republic security knows nothing about it? Incredible. We need to learn more about this link between the Justicars and the Empire. If they're hosting our enemies, they might have some useful information for us.
I'll see what I can find down here, sir. Where should I start looking?
Surveillance shows that the Justicars have their primary computer terminal in that base. Find the necessary access card and activate that computer terminal. My technicians can then slice in and uncover everything the Justicars and Imperials have been up to.
I'll take care of this immediately.
Good. Garza out.
Hey, Tyron, you there? Darth Tyron? Rather. Not the other Tyron. He's not welcome here anymore. So, I've been chewing on why the Trooper story sucks. Because it does, obviously. But I think it's slowly starting to coalesce in my mind. Games like this kind of sit and breathe on the ability of you, the character, to make choices, which sort of changes how the game goes. It doesn't change the format or the flow, because that's insanity, but it does change the tone. It's literally what I call choices gameplay. It's a BioWare standard. The Trooper has no choices, or at least no good choices. You are either an obedient soldier, in which case you might as well not even be there, you're a droid, or you're an evil dick, in which case you're an evil dick, which is badly written. And that's it, really. Those are your options. It's the Fallout 4 problem, to use a parallel. Fallout 4 is a game I actually rather enjoy, but its choices gameplay is negative territory because of just how few options you have in any direction. Gaia's memory issue as a narrative tool is a storytelling mechanic, Mr. Red. Well, I mean, yeah, basically. And yeah, I know you're there too, Cord. I'm sorry I didn't call you out, but I was talking to both of you. The problem here is that Trooper, the more I think about it, the more I think Trooper needs to honestly be completely gutted and rebuilt from the ground up. It's just, it doesn't work in its current format. I still stand by my mercenary theory I put together yesterday, and honestly, I'm probably going to go ahead and keep theorizing about that as we continue through the story arc. But it needs gutting. It needs to be completely rewritten from the ground up. It does not work at all. That's ignoring the fact that Trooper has the least reason to be doing a lot of these quests, unless you just take it as if you're just another random soldier who has no personality or response, which isn't what this kind of game is. Yeah, we're still in Act 1. the quote-unquote best act. Wait until we get to the later acts. Give me a second, Gnas.
Good work, Lieutenant. My technicians are accessing the Justicar files now. Patrol schedules, supply manifests, prisoner records. Ah, Cardin, you. I think we've found what we're looking for, Lieutenant. You have a new target.
Just tell me who and where.
Cardin had the Justicars work with the Imperials to hijack and rebuild an abandoned Republic communications relay down in an industrial area called the Works. Apparently, Tavis and his followers are using this relay to route all of their interplanetary communications. If we destroy it, the traitors will be completely cut off from one another.
Taking the traitors down will be a lot easier if they're isolated.
I'm sending Sergeant Mathen to bring you the explosives you'll need to destroy the relay. He'll rendezvous with you shortly.
I'll meet up with Sergeant Mathen ASAP.
One last thing. Cardin didn't seem to mesh with the Imperials. I don't think he's as convinced of their supremacy as his protégés are. You're sure to find him guarding that comm relay. Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant, but try to persuade him to surrender peacefully first.
I'll give it my best shot, General.
Please do, Lieutenant. Cardin's only concern is the safety of the former Havoc members. He may not be loyal to us, but he isn't loyal to the Empire either. Convince him that it's in the best interest of Tavis and the others for him to surrender. That's the best way to sway him.
Sounds like a plan, General.
Cardin could help us convince everyone to surrender peaceably. Make him see that. Otherwise, we're only going to kill them all. Now, hurry and rendezvous with Sergeant Mathen. You'll need those explosives regardless of what happens with Cardin. Good luck. Garza out.
To help add to my point, I know that it's because I was picking the top option, but I want you to tell me right now what every single bit of dialogue we just said amounts to. 100% of it. All the options we just had. Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. Or, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's it. And that's sort of my point. Even when you're agreeing to orders, everyone else says something that adds some flavor or character to their character, even if it's just time for a bloodbath, which admittedly I get sick of hearing as well, but that's just because I hear it all the time. Murder and mayhem await. I mean, right? Now, I will admit that... where am I? Right here. I will admit that this is not an ideal solution, but if you want the quickest, cheapest, easiest solution, make us a freaking droid that can't talk. Or has no personality or something. And there you go, there's your trooper. That's not a great solution, but I think it would be better than this.
I've been hearing some serious comm chatter, pal. Sounds like you made a mess in the Justicar tower. Did you find any recordings of Raquel? Don't keep me in suspense.
I cannot choose a dialogue.
Raquel's story didn't unfold quite the way you thought it did.
Well, that doesn't sound too good. Let me see what you've got there. Oh no! Raquel, you snake! No wonder your parents won't talk about you, you little thug. Great, my whole story shot to pieces. That little jerk was my best lead. Now I've got nothing to go on.
I kept my word.
No, you were great, buddy, I know.
I won't let this keep me down. I'll find the proof. Just gotta stick it out a little longer down here, that's all.
Anyways, thanks for all your help. Keep fighting the good fight. I'll see you around.
Shipping records from the Justicar docks. This should be everything you need.
Couldn't have done it better myself. These records prove that justicars are getting supplies from off-world. I'll transmit these to headquarters, let them chew on it a while. You've got my thanks.
I don't remember E12 Bridge off the top of my head, Mr. Red, so I'm not sure what that one is. Sorry. The former is definitely storytelling mechanics, though. I need to get ahead of this horrifying death machine that's following me here. Hey, K. Alright. Everyone, execute K immediately. Would I rather work for the Republic in Star Wars or the Council in Mass Effect? Gosh, I do like working for incompetent morons. So the question comes down to which one would it be easier to no longer be working for? And I feel like that would be the Republic. So, I think I'd pick the Republic. I know what you're thinking, but there's other powers in Mass Effect's galaxy. Yeah, I don't really want to live in the Terminus systems.
Your brother is free. He says he will find you as soon as it's safe.
Really? The Justicars were saying he'd been killed. But he's alive? Really? Thank you, thank you. You're my second best friend in the whole world.
Second? Second? What? I feel gypped. Okay, hang on.
Well, now look here. The hotshot's back after busting into the Justicar's base. Did you find the holodisc kit? Can I make a copy for my daughter?
Here, make your copy and give it back.
I had a good feeling the minute I met you. A quick copy. And there's your holodisc. Easy enough. You remember this. Undercity assistants will use these secret passages to help people in need.
Coruscant needs all the help it can get right now.
Nice to work with someone who knows what they're doing. Now take that disc back so security can ignore it again.
I mean, I'd hang out with Barak, but that's just me. I will also say... Good morning, Ross. I will also say... I don't think this color... Whoops. I didn't do that. Oh, no. Yeah, whatever. TBC.
Internal transmitters reveal you convey the optimization solution to me. I also scan a crude Ugnaught porcine biped proposal of collaboration. Curious.
I think you'll find that datapad worth reading.
The Ugnaught porcine bipeds submit esteem for my efforts and honor my faculties. This is unforeseen pleasantness. With this optimization solution repossessed, Coruscant's waste processors revive. Filth, disease, poison levels recede. Plague outbreaks averted. All resolves to purple parallel. The black bisector comes, pleasing as it is needed. I am NIK, Science Unit. Please talk up if your comprehension white shifts. I will use simple, happy language words to help you understand.
I love the Gree speech patterns.
I do appreciate anything you can do.
Indubitably, Coruscant power comes from the works. Darkness comes from the works. Coruscant senators, traitors are blind. The power darkness must stop.
You're talking about blackouts?
Yes? Perhaps we understand. The works is very low on Coruscant. There, Gree-spawning generators breed electrons for machine consumption, but enemy droid machines intersect the power conduits and yellow shift their functionality. Enemy droid machines must stop, and conduits must be fixed.
You're asking me to repair alien power conduits? I can barely get through this conversation.
You do not need to implement a white bisection.
We have a solution. I monitor the power conduits and know where to implement purple shifting. As Black Bisector, you can take out many droid machines with information planted inside you, and our tool sphere repair mother in your many fingers. You can perform the fixing function. Is it efficacious?
Sounds efficacious to me.
Excellent. Red tangents envelop us. You will do well, Black Bisector.
Thanks, I think. Kind of hard to say sometimes. Am I wearing pants? I think I'm wearing pants. It's kind of hard to tell. I think I'm wearing pants. I probably have pants on. How is my influence? Oh, I can't. Why did it let me check my frick? Oh, whatever. Alright, it says over here now. Yes, gain more influence, my minion. We're ranked 10 of 50, apparently. Nice.
Finally, military assistance. I'm Fez Burba, scientist notary of the Republic and planetary consult to the Galactic Senate. My current project could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
Would there be a way to repair the damage?
Perhaps, depending on the extent of it, but most likely the planet would have to be evacuated. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the Works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
If your theory's incorrect, what happens then?
I will still pay, of course, but your compensation will be significantly less. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the Works. The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science.
Sure. That sounds sane and rational. I like this guy. Really, Eck? That's almost worrisome. What's the release date? Oh. So if you're wondering why they were all standing here at the force field, it's because, and you haven't seen this yet, if you look at a force field that is someone else's quest that you don't have, it's red, so you can't enter it. However, the moment that the person who owns the force field walks in, they should be able to walk in like that. See? It's actually a pretty cool system. It sounds weird, but trust me, it is pro co-op, as a lot of things in this game are.
Hey there, LT. Sergeant Mathen reporting for duty with fun toys in tow, sir.
Let's see what you got for me.
First item of business is your detonator, sir. A Zerka Arms 53R high-yield thermite explosive. Guaranteed to get a party started. Or ended.
How far away should I be when this thing detonates?
Well, tempting as it is to watch this thing go off, you'll want to be a good way off when it does, sir. Now, the comm relay you're going after is in the Works, an industrial area on the lower levels of Coruscant. It's a dangerous place, LT. Besides the Imperials you're bound to find, the rogue service droids down there will squash anyone they can get their big metal claws around.
Thanks for the warning, Sergeant.
Just doing my job, LT. Once you've made your way to the relay, plant that detonator on the generator coupling at the center and clear out of there before it goes off. That's all there is to it, LT. I won't hold you up any longer. Good luck.
No, I agree. This is probably the... no, this is definitely the most co-op friendly MMO I've ever played. I've played a lot of them. I've even played the one where you stand in the air and just kind of hang out. Yeah. Anyways, where am I? This way. We're going to the Works next. We're not there yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Did I give a plus? Where are we at? So, I'm sorry, who asked about the numbers being removed? Someone asked if it was deliberate, and I can't remember who asked that. There's been a lot of cutscenes, and I've been trying to keep up with questions and failing at speed, which here's another cutscene. Cutscenes.
Hail to the glory of the apparatus. Welcome to the hallowed walkways of the great
works. I am Osiris, the chief engineer. I serve the great machines, the true rulers of Coruscant.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Osiris.
It's always good to see another humble biological down here. These machines are the vital organs of the planet. Biologicals are merely parasites, totally dependent on the infinite energy of the Great Ones. But discord emerges among the exalted masters. The stationaries grant sustenance to the biologicals, but the mobiles long to destroy our kind.
I don't need to hear this insanity.
Even when your life is in danger, understand this. One of the stationaries, Thermodraft, is in great pain. He's melting down. But the mobiles will not let me help him. When he dies, thousands of biologicals above will die with him. His energy will be unleashed.
Are you talking about some sort of explosion? Radiation leak?
Both. Thermodraft dies an angry death. You are only a mere biological. But perhaps you could help save Thermodraft. You'd have to release the control valves on his steel skeleton. Do this and matters could be set right.
Okay.
I guess this would be serving the Republic.
Yes. A good service for the great machines and the biologicals. You'd be serving the whole planet. Thermodraft lives farther down into the works. You'll see him. He is astounding to behold.
So anyways. Oh, he's totally a tech priest. So welcome to the works. We're even further down now. We're getting a little bit more into the bowels of Coruscant at this point. Sure, Yada. First thing they do is they take a couple of tech priests. They say the holy prayers and they shovel people into them. Like coal, just... Oh! Ah, he's dead, Jim. Ah, he's dead, Jim. Yeah, we're still actually not all that far down. That's the funny part. Coruscant goes down quite a ways. I'm actually pretty sure no Star Wars work has ever gone as far down as Coruscant goes. I could be wrong about that. But I can't think of anything that goes really far down. Something. Ah! Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure we do know, Act. Yeah, I was going to say 1313 was supposed to go down pretty far, and of course that was canceled. Well, the presumption is that there's dirt somewhere down there. But that is admittedly a presumption, which is funny when you think about it. It might literally just be tech all the way down. Star Wars is a setting that literally has artificial planets, so... And the Gree are ridiculous. Whoa, whoa, camera. Coruscant in the EU was an ecumenopolis millennia ago. Get it? Got it. Okay. That's fair, Cubic, but my point is something other than metal. Whoop, hello. I have not read those loaners, I'm not sure. To my knowledge, Coruscant has never been the human... let me walk that back. To To my knowledge, if Coruscant was ever the human homeworld, that was in stuff that was retconned a long time ago. You don't like killing monkeys? What the heck? This should be over here. This should be over here. What would be more likely is originally this was probably a planet, and the planet was probably turned into the thing that it is now. But again, that's assumption and supposition. We don't know. That would be primary optional, yes. I mean, Coruscant is extremely well positioned in the galactic geography, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm actually curious if there's any backstory in the AU about Coruscant. I'm betting there isn't. Because if there's one thing that the AU is consistent about, it's not having backstory. Now, that's a two-part joke, but I'm not going to explain that one. Yes, X. That one's definitive. I mean, it kind of is Gnos. Whoop, hello.
Up and at him.
Still alive, huh? You really should have gotten out of this while you were ahead, soldier. Now you're a risk to Tavis and the rest of my people. So Havoc squad or not, I'm going to have to kill you.
You always have a choice, sir.
I've made my choice. Tavis, Wraith, Needles, Gearbox, Fuse, they're like my children, and I abandoned them. I resigned and left them to fight alone, just to make a point. They need my help now more than ever. I'm not going to abandon them. Not this time.
If you want to help your people, you'll help me bring them in alive.
What, so Garza can have all their heads and be done with it? I don't think so. I know you're trying to get into my head, soldier, but it's not gonna work.
Think what you want, Cardin. Doesn't make my point any less true.
All I know is that you're really trying my patience, soldier. I don't even understand what you're trying to convince me of here. I'm trying to keep my people alive, and it's your mission to kill them. That's all there is to this, soldier.
I served with your people, sir. I don't want to kill them.
Well, you've certainly taken your time trying to kill me. You've already compromised the relay. Even if we take you out, it's only a matter of time until Garza has this place slagged for a click in every direction. And by now, Garza will know exactly where all the defector bases are. They'll be tethered banthas, cut off from each other and all...
Excuse me, sir, but shouldn't we be...
The Imperials might offer help, but it won't be much. They'll all be left to die.
Tavis and the others will follow your lead. If you come in peacefully, they will too.
Damn, I can't believe it's come to this.
Sir?
All right, soldier, I'll go along with this. But if you harm a single one of my people, you will be dead within the day. Understood?
You have my word on it, Cardin.
Let's get on with this, soldier.
I can't allow you to go into enemy custody alive, Cardin.
Are you still here? The op's over, people. Finished. Mission failed. So get out of here while you still got the legs to carry you.
You leave me no choice, sir. Ready your weapons, men!
You know, I'd like to say that was a decent cutscene. But you notice how he convinced himself of everything. We didn't really convince him. Like, did you catch that? He just kind of talked himself into it. And I just kept being like, uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not here to kill you. Maybe I should do this. Yeah, I'm not here to kill you. Maybe I should... You're right. Okay, I'll join you. It's like... The only thing that was nice about that cutscene was the Imperials who were like, is he, like, joining the enemy right in front of us?
Reminds me of old times. Here's my weapon. Consider me surrendered. I'll make my way up to the Senate Tower and turn myself in. See what Garza wants to do next.
I'm glad to have you back on our side.
I never said I was on your side, soldier. I'm doing this for my people, not for your republic or anything else. Anyhow, I'm sure we'll meet again.
I'm glad I had a chance to fight with you, sir.
Yeah, I guess it was nice to finally stretch my legs out a bit. See you topside, soldier.
Let's go take out that relay and give Cardin's little baby something to think about.
Sir, I have my orders. Sir! 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 And he was so programmed, you know? He just kept hearing sir and was like, yes. Yes, master. And then he's just ours now. We did it. Yay. We're just that good, really. That's all that is. I like to think what happens is we walked up to him and just flexed. That's it. Just flexed. He was like, I defect. What? I defect immediately. Okay. Do you want to think about... No! Hang on. Where's the... question queue while I'm sitting here. Let's see. If Disney announced they were making a Mass Effect movie or series, which would be a terrible mistake, would we see the internet erupt? Who knows? Don't care. Next question. That's an Evo question, so I'll save it until she's here. Mr. Red says, how do you make a morality system that doesn't suck eggs? Exactly, Venture. See, you're getting it. Yeah, first of all, don't make it two-sided. Whatever the two sides are, don't make it two-sided. Because inevitably, every time someone does that, it turns into the same thing. You're either Darth Puppy Eater or Darth Save Kittens from Trees, and there's no in-between. Let's see. Second thing you do, make it not good versus evil. Paragon versus Renegade was a good idea, but they didn't go far enough with. Third, and this is crucial, have there be... Like, okay, let's say you want to make something, but you don't want to spend a billion years coming up with the nuance that would require, but you still want to have a morality system. So, okay. Make 4 points on your morality system. I know this is boring, but good, evil, chaos, order, right? Then, as you're making decisions, you can assign which decision is in which direction. You know, I've decided to help you out because it's the right thing to do. Could be a primarily good action, whereas I've decided to help you out because I have orders to and I follow orders could be a primarily order action, and so forth and so on. Give the player the option to make the same choice for different reasons. One of the things Dragon Age Origins did right was it allowed you to play an evil jackass in a way that made sense most of the time. Because, again, the existential threat that the Darkspawn represented was something that was a problem. Even if you're a horrifically evil person, you still care about doing the quests. You still care about accomplishing the missions, right? And that's important. You build your underlying narrative skeleton such that even an evil person will want to do the quest. They will want to progress through the game, right? This is something that an inordinate number of games don't actually do. It's kind of weird. How many games don't understand that you need to have a reason for the evil person to be doing the quests? Now, in case you think I'm being too positive towards BioWare, let me point out another BioWare game that fails in this exact same manner. Neverwinter Nights. Now, I love Neverwinter Nights, but if you play an evil jackass in Neverwinter Nights, there is no reason for you to be doing half the quests in that game. You just do them because you're playing a video game. Right? But if you make your, again, the narrative substructure, the skeleton of it, you design that in a way so that there's a reason for people of all sorts to be doing the quest and doing the progress. And now what you have is the option to decide why they're doing it. And that's the big cat thing. And again, like I just said, you could have a dialogue option. So let's say that there's this chest right here, and this chest contains a bomb! And this bomb's about to explode. And so you're like, oh no, I've got to disable this bomb. But I've got to disable this bomb to save the puppies that are nearby. So there's good, right? I've got to disable this bomb, or else it'll cause tons of damage to the nearby infrastructure. So there's order. I've got to save this bomb, because if I don't, it'll be the end of my life. There's chaos. Maybe that's not chaos, but whatever. And then there's, I've got to disable this bomb because I'm right here. I need to be alive. Holy crap. Wait, I already said that. Sorry, that's chaos. Sorry. So then the last one is, I need to disable this bomb so I can sell it on the black market later and make a fortune. And there's evil, right? Maybe those are flipped. I don't know, but you get the general idea, right? What am I doing? Where's this thing? Oop, I'll just hit this.
I have been awaiting your return, Biological. I feared for the fate of my lord. I heard his cries grow silent. Tell me that means you saved him. Tell me the great thermodraft lives on.
I closed the valves, but it's a machine. It's not alive.
That machine is more alive than we are, and now he will live on thanks to you. The machines have given me many amazing gifts. Take this one. May it serve you as you have served Thermodraft.
Uh-huh.
You better hope it does.
I must return to my duties now. The great machines need me, and I am proud to serve. Glory to you, Biological, and glory to the great machines.
Now, another thing, too, if I might jump in here. Pick that one. I'm not saying it properly because I'm tired and I have a headache and I'm stupid, but my overall point is... I have quests everywhere. Okay, hang on. Let me try to finish my point, then I'll hit the holocom. My overall point is that giving the player options for why they're doing what they're doing is a good way to give the player choice gameplay and let them roleplay, let them decide the type of character they're playing, even if you're doing the same general thing. And again, it's something that an inordinate number of games fail at.
Welcome back, my illustrious colleague. Tell me you've taken the seismic readings.
Yes.
It was a useless endeavor.
How can you say that? We're going to make history with these results. Quickly, please, let me examine the Burma seismic activity reader. What? It can't be. This indicates there is no unusual seismic activity at all.
Wait, what? Okay, that's strange. Kicked me out of the convo. Oh, whatever. What I think I'm gonna do, Cord? I'm pretty sure that's Cord, is I'm gonna probably bow out when my lunch gets here, because I ordered something. I haven't had a lot of time to cook lately. I know what you're thinking. You're supposed to have more time, Lord. You just pulled back. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of sleep lately, so... I haven't actually had a lot of time yet. Okay, what in the world?
Welcome back, my
It was rough.
Quickly, what?
It seems your theory proved to be incorrect.
I just can't believe it. I haven't been wrong in so long. This could reflect very poorly on my reputation. I suggest you take your compensation and keep quiet. I believe the reward is generous given the outcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to consider. Farewell.
Okay, there we go.
You've been gone a while. I'm even working overtime. My commander's calling every 5 minutes, bugging me about those schematics. You get them from the justicars?
Yes.
It's all yours. Take it.
Finally. Here's what I can pay you, plus a little extra for hazard duty. And can we keep this quiet? Hiring you to get this back makes the rest of us look bad.
You
The
deserve
schematics
to
could
look
be very helpful. Be sure they aren't wasted.
Well, my commander's real excited to see these secret passages, but we'll see if he actually follows through. Either way, you spared my team a massive headache, and probably even a few casualties.
Well, plus he also acknowledges that he's wrong, Kay. I think that's important, too. I agree with you if it's not obvious. Okay. So I need to return. I need to return. I think that's it? Then we're going to the last area. So, yep, let's do this. Here. So, if you aren't at the quest turn-in, but you wish to participate in the dialogue, you hit the boop holocom button, and then you participate in a holodeck thing instead of just actually physically being there. And by holodeck, I mean hologram, of course. It's actually one of the more brilliant solutions this game has made, because again, really, really co-op. No, I'm never ordering from that place again, or for reasons I probably don't have to explain.
The power darkness is obsolete. The conduits are fully functional, and I have witnessed through our monitors. Also, you destroyed many enemy droid machines, so well done.
Thanks.
Coruscant's power supply is safe. No more blackouts.
Now, not eternally, in 1 millennium, if our interests intersect, we will ask for help again. Please remember, Gree technology is exclusive to the Enclave. Do not attempt to duplicate, or you will be absorbed into the Grey Pentacheron.
I don't want to be Mentacheron, that's for darn certain. I guess.
The Black Bisector returns prosperous, and we form the Red Parallel, Senator Aranda. The Enclave Republic bargain evolves achievement.
So you succeeded? You really helped all the Gree, delegates complete their repairs to the infrastructure?
You could put a nice statue of me in the Senate gardens.
The Enclave delivers its promised Gree ingenuity, Senator. Coruscant acquires Purple Equilateral, and the Enclave requests Republic reciprocity.
Ambassador Droid Patakay, the Republic has other damaged worlds that could benefit from your Gree ingenuity. I propose drafting a formal treaty between the Republic and the Gree Enclave. What do you say to that?
You seek a blue parallel with the Enclave. I am astonished, gratified, challenged by the prospect. Let us initiate renewed white vertex at once.
Make sure to learn how to speak English. To her, by the way, because he makes perfect sense.
I'm glad to have aided the formation of this new alliance.
By your actions, we see that Gree technology will be invaluable as we rebuild the rest of the Republic. You have my thanks for all your efforts. I'd almost given up on these droids before you came along.
That
would have been a costly mistake.
Stupid!
Acknowledgement and profound tribute, Black Bisector. This collaboration achieves through you.
Anyways, so that was the planetary primary. I believe that's it for the planetary primary, if memory serves. And I'm pretty sure that both Coruscant and Droman Koss do not have a planetary secondary, the bonus series. So we're very close to being done with Coruscant, which is excellent, because then I need to actually sit and think about how we're redoing the order. Because I had a thought. A terrible, terrible thought.
Ah, the hero of the hour. I'm proud of you, Lieutenant.
Wait.
You've done well.
Hang on, let me get General Garza's theme song going. Give me 1 second.
Just doing my job.
Jack Cardin walked up to the Senate's tower's front door and surrendered himself in broad daylight. I never thought I'd see the day. Cardin's help will give us quite an edge against Tavis and the others. I'm glad you could change his mind.
Do we have Cardin in a secure location?
Shortly. First, we'll make sure he doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves. I haven't come this far by taking chances. The Justicar's computer files included messages relayed between 4 locations. Our technicians are working to pinpoint those locations now. There can be no doubt that the messages will lead us to the other traitors. Thanks to your efforts, we'll be able to bring them all to justice very soon.
I'm glad our plan has worked out so far.
Possibly a bit too well. One of the traitors has already moved against us. Wraith. You remember Senator Krasul from your meeting with the Senate earlier? Wraith kidnapped him from his home just afterward. We've tracked them to a remote space station called Port Raga.
Has Wraith made any demands? What's her objective?
Our intelligence is very thin at the moment. No demands have been made as yet. One of our teams is already en route to Port Raga. They'll investigate the situation and give you a detailed report on arrival. You've accomplished some amazing things, Lieutenant. But there's no time for a break yet. Whatever Wraith is planning, we cannot allow her to succeed. Understood?
I won't rest until the job's done.
I know you won't, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad requires its own starship for operational flexibility. Our ship has already been transferred to your command. It's waiting at the spaceport now.
Thank you very much.
Put it to good use, Lieutenant. Fly to Port Raga and meet with the advance team immediately. Your orders are to rescue Senator Krasul and capture or eliminate Wraith at all costs. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Give me some context, Mr. Red.
Let's get out there and take down some traitors.
Alright, so yeah, we are done with Coruscant, so we might be chopping off a little earlier anyways. Yeah, maybe not. It's not even on its way yet. Ah, Boja, cutscene construction. Yeah. By the way, if I haven't said it today, thank you everyone for your assistance. It's really invaluable, really. For those of you watching either on the VOD or at home right now live, I don't think you understand how goddamn boring this game is if you don't have a kill squad. So thank you, all of you. I appreciate it. I know how boring this game is. Remember, you get level capped at a certain point, so you eventually reach a finite amount of being able to overpower the quests. So at a certain point, you just kind of start going, ugh. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. So let's talk about the evil plan. So the first thing I want to talk about is being shot at from the back here. Good job, Giga Pudding. You are so evil! We just finished Coruscant. Oh my god, Belsavis. Oh my god, Belsavis. Okay, so let's do Atheists. Let's go ahead and get Atheists done. So I'm going to get my ship, which is down here. And then once I get my ship, that'll give me access to the thing, blah, blah. So everyone, if you want to get in position for Atheists, this is a good time to do that. Pyron asks a very good question, and that's the shared tagging thing. Whoop. Nope, that's the hero. So we're kind of establishing precedence, because FF14 doesn't have shared tagging, and neither does STO, but it doesn't apply in STO, so that was just a wash there. But this will come up in future games as well. What I'm thinking is let's go ahead and give this 2 positives for shared tagging, alongside WoW, which will also receive 2 positives for shared tagging, ever since the changes they put in. You're probably thinking, well then what would a 3-side tagging be? Yes, there will, Braden. There will be 4 Imperial sides during this run. 3-star, 3 positive tagging would be Guild Wars 2. So I think, let's go ahead and put that down under all, under gameplay. Here's my new ship. So if anybody wants to join us for Atheists, you're more than welcome to. I can do any role I need to. I'm going to stop playing Vanguard if I can, because Vanguard sucks. Yeah, this is such an ugly ship. I don't like this ship. I don't like most of the Republic ships, but that's whatever. Now the Bounty Hunter ship, that ship's legit. And see you around, Shadow Machine. Have a good day at Woik.
Here.
Speaking of which, I think I can actually switch right now. And I am correct. Nope, I'm wrong. This isn't safe. Well, we gotta get in the ship. Okay, we'll do it in the ship. The Bounty Hunter ship flies like what I feel like the Smuggler ship should be, which is something I enjoy, and I can't interact with that. Oh, that's weird. I can't interact with it. Hang on. I've encountered this bug before. There it is. Saw it for a millisecond. Come on. This game isn't boring. What are you talking about? Okay, this, Come on. Let me just do this that way. Nope, that didn't work. It's okay. At some point, we'll be able to get on board the ship. Nope, nope. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I got that, and then... nope, nope. Okay. So if you're wondering what's happening, I can't interact with this door. It's non-clickable. Well, we'll find out, won't we, Morganite? Part of the point of reviewing. Part of the point of reviewing is to see how they review. Really don't want to relog. I guess we don't have to exit the game to relog, so let's go ahead. There we go. Jesus. Very appropriate music for this. Also, I just noticed there might be an issue with my order, so we might be even later than we were going to be. You gotta be kidding me with this crap. You've gotta be kidding me with this crap. Okay. Join us, Giga. Oh, there's a lot of quests here. Why are there so many quests here? Oh god, I don't remember the layout of this ship. No!
My new master at last! I am C2N2, steward of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
Glad to have you aboard. Tell me your functions, C2.
C2 series droids represent the latest advances in everything from starship technical maintenance to nutritional advice tailored for your specific organic needs. Welcome aboard the Rendili Hyperworks BT-7 Thunderclap, a rapid assault craft designed especially for Republic Special Forces at enormous taxpayer expense.
You had to add that, didn't you?
For accommodations, you'll find a secure captain's locker for storing valuables. Your bridge contains an ever-updating map of the galaxy. It's quite beautiful to look at. Priority alerts from the Republic network are accessible at the HoloNet console. Long-range communications are available via the Holo terminal. And finally, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to meet. Do you have any questions, Master?
Sounds like you're good at everything. Does that include combat?
As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
What do you consider a non-hazardous task?
I am programmed to modify other technology. I can also perform long-range surveillance and diplomacy. I'm quite useful, I assure you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on the bridge. The ship's computers will handle the rest.
What's a good song for the ship? Sorry, I'm in a bad mood now because apparently they don't even have my order at all. At the restaurant, not at the delivery service. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll just do this right now. Yeah, this is another place that's not going to be ordered from ever again. Now, the funny thing here is I'm having trouble canceling an order they don't have. Just think about that for a second. Well, technically, they haven't taken my money yet. But there's other problems related to this, which is why I need to deal with this immediately. Am I tanking, by the way? Food. Chief, Winnie Tao. Is this common? No. I already switched out Vanguard. While I'm waiting for them to respond to that, what have we got here? So that's just a melee hit, because of course it is. That's a dot. Strange. Let's put that over there. Let's put that over there. That's a buff. Goes under 4. I think that's actually it. So, okay. And let's look at our things here. No, that looks good. I like that. All right. Where's the frickin' pilot's seat? There it is. Okay, we found it. We found it. We gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. Oh god, where's the exit? Where's the exit? It's down, it's down. That goes too slow. If you hurry up, you can exit out of the ship while it's still in hyperspace, and it's really amusing. At least to me. When I say really, I mean mildly. Percentage-wise, it's actually the minority out. It's just irritating as crap. Anyways, Blue Hero, so what happened was we all died horribly. No, we actually did survive. Very, very very barely. We absolutely barely made it. And managed to get the hell out of Dodge in time to get to land. And then Demogorgon himself personally chased me for about 8 hours. Which is exactly as horrible as it sounds. I don't know if I'd say that was funny, personally, but it was certainly horrible.
This is Carrick Station on Secure Channel Ion 8. Do you read?
I'm receiving, and grateful you answered my call. I couldn't have asked for better. You're one of the Order's strongest champions. May your connection to the Force carry us to victory. Your team must face a powerful dark side presence. Failure to resist its influence could condemn you all to madness.
Oh, this is too hopeful music.
Or worse. Whatever this evil is, I'll face it. I'm not afraid. You should be. We received a distress signal from the planet Atheists. Archaeological survey teams were excavating Sith ruins there. They awakened something while gathering ancient artifacts. The dark side grows strong within those Sith ruins, and now the Jedi Council senses a profound disturbance in the Force there.
If a situation is that bad, shouldn't Jedi Masters be handling it?
The galaxy is growing unstable. Council members have their own emergencies to deal with. This one is mine, and yours. The survey team leader said his people were driven mad before being overwhelmed by something inside the ruins. He warned us to quarantine Atheists. But now intelligence reports indicate the Sith Empire intercepted those transmissions. Darth Malgus is putting together a strike team as we speak.
That Sith name sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to it.
Darth Malgus is a formidable enemy who will stop at nothing to destroy us. That is all you need to know. Whatever evil presence has been unleashed on Atheists must not be allowed to escape, or worse, become a weapon of the Empire. Take a shuttle, end the dark side threat, and gather all the Sith relics you find for study and containment. May the Force be with you.
Someone just land out there? This is Republic Survey Team 689 Mark 1. Our comm systems are badly damaged. Strongly advise you do not approach the ruins. Repeat, this is Republic Survey Team 689 Mark 1. I don't know who's hearing this, but most of us are already dead.
As usual, the easiest way to deal with that crap is just to talk to a person. Okay, now to pay attention a little bit. Sorry about that. Hey, let's get some Tombs music going here. Sorry, I was distracted. You know, phone and all that. Random. Alright, let's do this. How am I gonna eat for lunch? Okay. Of course, we're in veteran. I don't have any potatoes, I'm afraid. But what I do have... death! Hey, tacos. That's not true. I wish I had tacos. Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what I should do? Evil laughter. I still haven't told you my evil plan yet, too. I don't think anybody's gonna like it. Except for the ones who do. Fish with rice. Well, I can't stand fish, but I do have rice. Probably not, Mike Kamano. Dungeons are long and sloggy. And this is Atheists, which isn't exactly a good dungeon to begin with.
They try to make converts. They worship some sort of Sith legend. I have to go.
Once more, the Sith will rule the random troopers who got stranded here? Sorry, so you asked about the Void Quest. That's definitely primary optional. Tiamat and Estinian would be... I feel like that's primary mandatory.
The Republic sent us to this planet to learn, to see. And we have seen so much.
We know everything. We see everything. We are everything. This is the wrong music for this. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Same playlist. We saw The Last Jedi. Oh my god. Imagine if watching The Last Jedi actually drove you insane. Although, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it? First boss.
Are you a rescue mission? A cleanup crew? No matter. You will embrace his word, as we did.
That's not likely.
He shall rise again, and we will be his favored children.
Come on. Oh, yeah, well, almost got it. What are they doing? They really want to kill, looks like Cord over here. They love eating them Brits, I guess. Oh no, it makes sense, they're Sith, so they're clinging to the British side of the Force. Okay, so I can tell you right now, already, what are we right now? Tactics is already better than Plasma Tech.
They will slay you and return to the stars.
It's not that much better, but it is better. So we're never going back to Plasma Tech. In fact, I need to adjust that in the document, too. Plasma Tech. Surviving explorers are in bad shape and will never make it off Atheists. If they leave the planet, it risks corruption that infects them, spreading across the galaxy. Destroy the beacon! Ensure that they are trapped here for all eternity! Wait, what? What? That's not... What? Hold up. Surviving in bad shape and will never make it off unless the beacon is activated. They leave the planet and risk the corruption. I swear that said destroy the beacon. Oh, whatever. I don't even care. Goddamn game. Ah. Don't care. Don't care. I mean, I do care. That's why I'm pissed about it. God damn it. So, evil plan. I keep not telling you my evil plan. Let's hope I don't get interrupted again in 5 seconds. Here's the evil scheme. You ready for my evil scheme? I'm going to keep talking it up. We're going to stop reviewing the Republic stuff now, basically, after this dungeon. That's the evil scheme. For now, obviously, we're gonna do it later. Now, what I need to do is I need to sit and figure out how we're gonna rejigger the class order to make that make sense. No, I wanted to kill them. Like, the choice was to kill these people and abandon them here, which apparently was the light side choice. I'm just gonna wash my hands of that. I have no idea what's going on with that. So, the current plan was to do Trooper and Republic all at the same bundle. But then I realized something. I realized it kind of late, so I apologize, because I have already made this review worse by virtue of being an idiot. I should do Smuggler Republic. You know why. Or if you don't, you will. Oh, that's just weird. Okay. Yeah, Giga gets it. Giga knows. She understands. Where the hell are we? Alright, so Trooper, we're going to continue once we come back from the lunch break and just smash through the rest of the Trooper storyline stuff up to 50 and then be done with it. And then we'll start Bounty Hunter. And I'll have to start thinking. What do I think about this? So, the original intent was I wanted to do the Imperial side on a Sith Inquisitor. Whoa! For essentially the same reason I wanted to do the Imperial side, the Republic side on Smuggler. I feel like Inquisitor has some of the better dialogue options when doing the class stuff and the planetary, or not, sorry, the non-class stuff, the planetary stuff, the secondary stuff. And if we're being honest, has more reason to do that than most of them. Correct. Okay. It's weird playing a melee. What in the crap hell? Why is this not letting me do this? I cannot... I can't interact with this. There's nothing here. I can't... What is... Okay, this is bonkers. So when I was trying to cancel the order, I used the set up a chat program thing, right? So set up a chat call with a tech support solution. No problem. Now, check this out, okay? So I went to set up a chat thing. Oh my god, this is bonkers. What is going on with their system right now? And it didn't load, so I went ahead and called them to get it over with, right? Well, the chat is not only still there, but I can't close it. I can't interact with it either. So I cannot discontinue the chat support, and I can't chat in the chat support. Hang on, it's worse than that. Because the first person who jumped into the chat to support has since left the chat. But then a second person entered the still open chat and is now trying to ask the other tech support person if they need help, as if they were the one putting it in. So, like, let me use names. That might make this a little bit clearer how bonkers this is. So imagine I'm putting in chat support to Gigapudding. And Gigapudding pops in and says, hey, and I can't respond to Gigapudding. So Gigapudding closes it out, but it doesn't actually close the chat. So then Brigwin picks up the chat and says, Gigapudding! Gigapudding, are you there? I can't seem to help you, Gigapudding. And of course, why would these random tech people know each other at a corporation like this? They probably don't even work in the same room as each other. Or building, I mean. Yeah, there might literally be people working from home. It's just... Yeah, okay. I'm going to assume that one of them is at some point or another going to figure out that that's a thing and cancel the chat. Whoa, what is that? Oh, I remember this. So, based on how many issues they're having, I'm not going to order anything. I'm just going to have, like, a can of soup or something. Which is not what I want on a day when I'm already feeling crummy and sick, but you know what? Whatever. I'm not dealing with that crap again. No, Mr. Red. In fact, I know with total certainty they did not. Correct, Warper. Will I do a rumination for Brave New World? No. What about Game of Thrones? No again. I got a new helmet. Holy crap. Yes. Easy. I would put that under internal continuity, Mr. Red. Sorry, I just got another email from the tech support saying, hey, we've responded to you, with the response that happened earlier. You know, I remember, I think I've told this story before, but I remember when we were two-manning this game, we got pretty far into the dungeons. These things, the flashpoints or whatever they call them. And this room right here can go straight to hell. Those are three, I believe, champions is what they call them, but whatever's above elite. And they suck. And back at vanilla, with crap gear and companions that sucked, these guys took literally about half an hour to kill. And we could die, which would reset all our progress, obviously. God, I hated dungeons in this game so much. I guess I still do, but yeah. Yeah, stealthing or doing what we have been doing, if you're paying attention, was pretty much mandatory. That's odd. It's also odd, but whatever. Is this game fun to play? I can't judge that yet. The question you need to be asking is not, is this game fun to play? The question you need to ask is this game fun to play while leveling? The answer to that I could give you right now. No. Now, I know that's a fairly large chunk of the content and meat of the game, so that's valid. But it's possible that the game might eventually become worthwhile and interesting and fun to play once the classes become their own. After all, we've seen, to use FF14 again, that in FF14, the overwhelming majority of the classes were either fully negative or net negative at level 50. Now you're probably thinking, well, what's a game that's fun to level in? Because it's not fun to level in STO, and it's not fun to level in Guild Wars 2, and it's not fun to level in FF14, and it's not fun to level in Tor. You know the answer to this. There's one MMO out there I've actually enjoyed the gameplay loop while leveling. Not throughout its whole history, but they've revamped it and redone it many times to the point where it is now, has been several times before, enjoyable to level. World of Warcraft. It is fun to level in WoW. The classes are fun, the quests are fun. There's some solid gameplay. Yeah. There are several good things they have done in leveling in WoW across the years.
He has been waiting for you. He will take your bodies and your ship, and the galaxy will be his again.
By the way, if you want to know the exact time at which it became fun to level in WoW, the answer is Kata. Now, that being said, I actually enjoyed leveling through Kata and Pandaria and Warlords and Legion, but when they added Chromie time is when leveling in WoW went from being good to being amazing. That will probably be a more than 3 positive scenario, because that is just a bonker system with multiple aspects to it, each of which is amazing. Boss time. This boss sucked. So, here's a story for you. The first time we ever did this dungeon, after about an hour and a half, we managed to slog our way all the way to this room, and then fight this guy, and then die to him, and then fight this guy, and then die to him. And then we fought this guy, and then we died to him. We never beat him.
His name, the Lord of Heart and I.
Chromie time. What's an MMO you have played, Space Cadet? Because it's easier to use a parallel rather than give you names that don't mean anything to you.
How could you hope to challenge us? This was his place of power. You are nothing here.
What's that? You want things that have way too much health? We got you covered. Okay, so none of that helps me at all.
The wrath of Bodal Kreg.
Okay. Well, I give up, Space Cadet. I cannot relate it to you.
his place of power. You are nothing here.
Yeah, the problem is STO and, well, actually, STO doesn't have zones in the sense of the word. That this game, or most MMOs do. I actually don't know much about DC Online, that's why I just kind of skipped out of that. And Neverwinter Nights, the original Neverwinter Nights, is what I assume you mean there, was a MUD with some graphics tacked on top. Okay, so here's as close as I'm going to be able to get. We'll use STO as the example, okay?
You are nothing here.
I feel like I'm nothing here. Oh, so Neverwinter. Got it. Unfortunately, I'm not that familiar with Neverwinter either. A game I loved until they absolutely destroyed it, and I just backed out of it and never came back. I never will at this point. Which is a damn shame, by the way. I don't say that with any relish. I wanted to like that game and play the game more. And... yeah, we talked about this. Anyways, point being, imagine if there's a specific sequence of quests, or a zone, or a specific story arc that you really like in STO. And let's say that as soon as you start a new character, this person named Chromie pops up and says, hey, like, what do you like doing? And I'm like, I want to do the Iconian arc. And they're like, cool. So you're now in the Iconian arc. The Iconian arc is level 1. And it is scaled properly, and I do mean properly, to you. And you just level while going through the Iconian arc. Now, hang on. It's actually even better than that, but the problem is I can't actually properly explain that because STO doesn't have the mechanisms in place that WoW does. But it's more like, imagine if you could do not just the Iconian arc, but whichever individual specific quests and story arcs you liked within a zone or within an expansion. There it is. FF14 is a much better example. Imagine if you could just be like, all right, I want to make a new character. And I want to level this new character or this new class in these quests in Shadowbringers. And there you go. No, I think you're doing a pretty good job so far, Mr. Red. Legitimately, I'm not just saying that. If you're doing a bad job, well, then I'd probably be like, all right, listen, Mr. Red. You're garbage and I hate you! And because that's just the kind of person I am, obviously. We made it back to town. No, it's... So, first of all, I hate scaling in Guild Wars 2. But second of all, it's very different than what Guild Wars 2 does.
Station. The threat on Atheists is over, Master Satil. We gathered all the Sith artifacts we could.
More importantly, you returned home safe. The Council no longer feels any disturbance in the Force coming from that world. Based on your discoveries, we now believe the ruins were once a great city, built by a renegade Sith alchemist, Vodal Kresh. According to these artifacts, Vodal Kresh raised an army to challenge the Emperor's rule. The beings you fought in the ruins were their descendants.
Maybe the Sith stranded Kresh and his followers on Atheists and abandoned them there?
Kresh must have been a considerable threat if the Emperor's solution was to leave the planet. If Darth Malgus had secured these artifacts and recruited the enemies you fought, it would have been disastrous. These corrupted things will be sealed away where the Sith will never find them. We owe you a great debt.
Meet me for a meal at the dealer's den on Coruscant, and I'll forget all about what you owe me.
I can't accept such a generous offer, Captain. I have you at a disadvantage. I must report to the Jedi Council and inform them of what we've learned. Thank you again, and may the Force be with you.
Oh, I know. Enemy show. I don't know if I'd say it's that negative. I think it's more like it's not good. So what's probably going to happen when we get to WoW is we will give 1 negative for the Chromie time system, and then probably closer to 9 positives for it. Don't forget, there is the window that you can pull up to give you ideas of what to do and where to do it. And there's the quest board, which gives you direction, and blah, 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 blah. Now, hang on, I'm trying to find something on this guide I have here. I'm not finding it. It's weirding me out a little bit. In fact, it looks like it's literally not here. Is that true? Hang on. The, you-know-what dungeons aren't in this leveling guide. That's interesting. So, the relevant point was that I was pretty sure that some dungeons were, you know, Republic or Imperial exclusive, and some were universal. And I obviously needed to notate that appropriately. But this isn't telling me which is what. And also, so I figured, no problem. I'll just go see those dungeons, because I know there's some for Republic and some for Imperial, and they're not on the list at all. Which doesn't help anything. Unless it's the Foundry, isn't it? It's the Foundry. Alright, so is Hammer Station universal? Because I thought Hammer Station was Republic. Okay, so I need to adjust a few things then. So let's move this negative down to the universal range. And then let's move this negative down to the universal range. Brickwork, Mr. Red, brickwork. Whoops. So hold on. Are those dungeons and the tutorial dungeons the only side-specific dungeons? I mean, that's fine. I need to know. That also sounds kind of, well, like several other instances have done things. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Either way, we are 20 minutes into my lunch break, and I would like to take at least a little bit of a break today, especially since I have to go cook food and then eat it, and I still have to make that thumbnail. So, we'll be back after the lunch break for the rest of Trooper, I suppose, and not the Republic. See you in a bit.